All right, guys, it's Groundhog Day. It's Groundhog Day. I'm showing an episode from motherfucking January, whatever the fucking. Oh God, I hate this fucking shit. I hate my life. What am I is going on here? Season 2, episode 102, Strive for More in 24, Super Dick Week. We interview nothing but guys that are super dicks. This is from January 29th, 2024, Season 2, episode 102. But we're going to celebrate Groundhog Day in the future. And Harold Ramis, who passed away from being too cool for school. I think it was cancer. Hey, you got money, man. You're gonna drink and do drugs and shit, and you got the money. You got to go to the fucking. You got to go to the proctologist, man.
Big savings like this stylish sofa for only $4.99, or this 5-piece dining set for
And you're definitely not doing. Okay, I don't even know what this is, but you're definitely not doing that.
Later with 0% financing for 5. Today we honor Harold Ramis on this Groundhog Day.
Fuck up. Can you, Jesus Christ, can you wait a second? You fucking start talking before your face is even in the frame.
Going on now at the Balloon Place. He put Woodstock on the map, and today we honor Harold Ramis on this Groundhog Day.
Some of the cast of Groundhog Day is remembering the famed actor, writer, and director. Roz Varon is live at Harry Caray's, where a big celebration is planned. Roz.
3 o'clock this afternoon, a big cast reunion honoring Harold Ramis, who directed and co-wrote Groundhog Day. But here at Harry Caray's with me is CEO Grant DePorter. You have all kinds of memorabilia here.
Oh, yes. Well, Harold Ramis was our partner, and he was nice enough to lend us the coat, that Armani coat that Bill Murray wore in every scene in Groundhog Day. And breaking news, Bill Murray arrived in Chicago this morning, and he will be here today at 3 o'clock.
Awesome. And we're going to tell you all the things that are going to be happening after a look at today's Weekender. You can celebrate Groundhog Day all weekend long at Woodstock's annual Groundhog Days. Although Woodstock Willie has already given his prediction, you can take part in a variety of other activities, including screenings of the movie Groundhog Day, which was filmed in Woodstock, tour filming locations, go to a dinner dance, and a pancake breakfast. It runs through Sunday.
What kind of fuel am I?
In the mood for political satire, you'll definitely be laughing at the Capitol Fools at the North Shore Center for Performing Arts in Skokie. This hilarious, fast-paced, outrageous, equal opportunity offending humor and musical spoof has performances on Saturday and Sunday. It's a busy weekend here at Navy Pier. Cider Summit Chicago returns to the Grand Ballroom on Saturday with 2 sessions, one at 11 and one at 4. Over 150 selections of hard cider from more than 50 producers will be featured. This is a 21 and older event only. On the theater beat, there's a new kind of musical at the Chicago Shakespeare Theater at Navy Pier. Illinois is a wildly inventive portrayal of our state's people and places. The creative cast and live band will take you on a journey through our state from campfire stories to the edges of the cosmos. It runs through February 18th.
No, thank you.
The newest Disney on Ice show, Magic in the Stars, is now at the Allstate Arena in Rosemont. It runs through Sunday. And you still have time to take advantage of Chicago Restaurant Week. Enjoy prefix menus at more than 400 restaurants through Sunday. Bon appetit. Back here live at Harry Caray's at Navy Pier, Grant DePorter. Tell us about the event. It starts at 3 o'clock.
It does start at 3 o'clock. You know, we're celebrating the 10-year celebration of life for Harold Ramis, and part of that is bringing a reunion of all the actors from the movie Groundhog Day, my favorite Harold Ramis movie. We have displays all over the restaurant here, so of Harold's scripts, the Groundhog Day script. But at 3 o'clock, David Pasquese, our master of ceremonies, who was in like 4 of Harold's movies, will take it down. All the actors will speak. We'll toast to Harold. Then Brian Doyle Murray will be Buster Green, as he was in the movie, get the groundhog and see if he sees a shadow.
So awesome. And this is the first time this cast has ever been together. Like
yeah, in 31 years, yes.
Yeah.
And after that moment, then Alderman Brendan Riley will declare it Harold Ramis Day in the city of Chicago.
fantastic. And then people can come here and see. I mean, we opened up the cabinet here.
Yeah.
People can come and see all the memorabilia that you have
At
here.
3 o'clock, it's open to the public. It's out on South Dock, and if we're too crowded at Harry Caray's, they can go to Reunion, Margaritaville, Lyrica, all over the pier. We're celebrating Groundhog Day.
Fabulous. So there's going to be about 9 actors who are in the movie, including...
Is Andy McDowell going to be there? Andy McDowell? If Andy McDowell's not going to be there, fuck it. I want to see this guy. Who's this? The fucking
9 actors
the bus boy
who are in the movie,
the
including David Pasquesi, played the psychiatrist. What is it like being a part of this event?
Well, it's to be clear, I was in the movie just a little bit more than you, but it's a treat to be associated with the film and with Harold. He was just such a great guy.
It's an unusual problem.
Funny Harold was, but he was also ridiculously kind, and that's what I remember most about being up on that set.
Well, that's what you were telling me, and you've been in more than one movie with him.
I have. He was, yeah. I got to work with him 4 different times, and he's just a treat. But yeah, walking on set up there, I was pretty young and new at movies, and he walked me around to meet all the heads of the departments like I was a big shot. It was really, it made you feel so welcome and like you're really an integral part of it. He really made you feel great.
How does it feel 31 years later?
It's pretty wild that this film has been so become such a part of Americana now. Like Groundhog Day doesn't just mean February 2nd. It means this repetition of a cycle that you can't break. And it's wild.
Well, I know a lot of people are going to be out here to see you and everybody else. So
I'm looking forward to seeing everybody.
I bet you are. Thank you so much.
Thanks.
3 o'clock, free to the public. Come on out. I know there's going to be a huge crowd here.
Yeah.
So a lot of fun. A lot of fun, guys. Back to you.
And this is the era for reunions, right?
It is.
We're all about it.
Yeah, this is going to be awesome, Ron. Appreciate it. Thank you. How's the weather going to be for all that and everybody that's coming into town for this and going out tonight? 38 degrees out there. We got a nice temperature high, saw. How is it going to be a little bit later on out there?
Hey, overall, just calm. And in the city, closer to 40 degrees right around 3 p.m. Lakefront at 39. We won't move much from where we are right now. Some of us have made it into the low 40s. That's about where we get for the rest of today. Joliet's at 43. Bradley's at 43. Oak Lawn right at 40. We have Valparaiso at 41. But then we have chillier spots like Naperville's at 38. Palatine at 37. Waukegan at 36 degrees. We are starting to see some breaks in the clouds out there. It's still mainly cloudy, upper 30s at O'Hare, an east wind right around 10 miles per hour. That's giving us a wind chill at 31. So we keep that little bit of a breeze around here through the rest of the day today. Not going to be as warm as yesterday, where we hit 55, but the forecast for today at O'Hare, close to 40 degrees. Average is 32, so that still puts us well above average here for the day today. A look at the next 12 hours to show you as we get closer to 2 o'clock, close to 40 degrees. By about 4 p.m., we're at about 38. And then as we head into the evening hours, our temperatures in the mid-30s. Eventually, we drop off close to about freezing. Right now, we have some clouds around to the south. You can see a little bit of rain leaving the Texas Panhandle and the Rockies as well. That actually does not get to us. This high pressure system here will block any of that from getting to us here this weekend. And so overall, we're just looking at a calm weekend ahead. 4 p.m. close to 40 degrees. Then as we head towards the evening hours, upper 30s. If you're going to be out and about around 7 p.m. this evening, about 38 degrees. A little bit of a breeze will make it feel colder. 8 a.m. tomorrow, you're going to see some clouds in the morning, but gradually we clear things up by lunchtime, low 40s with some sunshine around. And then by the afternoon, notice here by about 6 o'clock on Saturday, we drop off just to about 40 degrees. So it's really not too bad on Saturday evening. Then Sunday, 8 in the morning, notice here temperatures are in the mid 30s. Then as we head into the afternoon, low 40s. The lakefront will be just a little bit cooler. It's possible that right along the lakefront, we're at about 40 degrees. In areas like Kankakee, get to about 45. O'Hare at about 42, 43, 44 for the day on Sunday. Then the next 10 days showing you that temperatures will just stay.
The high might be around, is going to be around 47, 48, 49, 50, 51,
44
maybe 55.
for the day on Sunday. Then the next 10 days showing you that temperatures will just stay above average, even talking some 50s here as we head into next week. So low and mid 40s here this weekend. At times it'll be cloudy here and there. Mostly sunny on Tuesday. Quiet overall on Tuesday here with temperatures into the mid and upper 40s. And then take a look. By Wednesday, we're expecting temperatures to be about 20 degrees above average with temperatures in the 50s. And, you know, I went close to 50. It's possible that we get closer to mid-upper 50s here.
What?
Wednesday and Thursday, we'll keep an eye on those temperatures.
It just keeps getting better.
I
In
know.
February. It's like it's the roughest month, right? January, February?
Someone once told me, though, that now we're going to get like a blizzard in April.
Yeah.
Watch this entire thing on the Windy City weekend from February 2nd video. She's just going, and then after this and this, and then check this out. 2 weeks from now, we're looking at, fuck you. Jesus Christ. I thought it was going to be like fucking 45 seconds at the most. She's going on fucking 2 minutes of fucking talking about 1 week of the same temperature.
Windsor Castle saying in a statement she is making.
Here's your January
And
29th.
finally tonight, 2 members of Britain's royal family are on the mend. King Charles now released from the hospital in London and recuperating at home. The King leaving the hospital today with Queen Camilla following a procedure for an enlarged prostate. The Princess of Wales also released today away from public view following abdominal surgery earlier this month. Windsor Castle saying in a statement she is making good progress. We wish them both well. That's Nightline. You can watch all of our full episodes on Hulu. We'll see you right back here same time tomorrow. Thanks for staying up with us. Good night, America.
Our father was the leader of a Mormon religious cult. He used us and groomed us to kill for him. This is when I found out that I was born and raised in a cult.
Daughters of the Cult, now streaming only on Hulu.
Where are your pajamas?
I'm wearing them.
Time for
Movie person, I would call myself. Acting, writing, producing. But writing by myself, but writing with co-writers. Maybe I'm responsible for 10% of the script and I don't even really deserve. Super seniors like Bryan Cranston.
Today, award-winning actor Bryan Cranston. Plus, from the Optimist guide to the planet, Nikolaj Coster-Waldau. Also, we're kicking off Super Seniors Week as we continue our Strive for More in 24 series. If I'm lucky, I mean, thanks. That's nice. Welcome. It's Monday, January 29th, 2024. It's almost over.
Almost
January.
over. The month of January just flew by.
It really did. My gosh.
And it's usually the longest month. They say that you feel after the holidays.
People get divorced in January.
Do they really?
Yes. People are sick and tired of it. People start their resolutions. I almost said revolutions.
Well,
People start their resolutions and then they end their resolutions. Yeah,
I sold memberships at a health club.
Oh yeah. Tell me.
Outside of Tampa, I sold so many health club memberships in January.
That was like your hunting season.
Yes.
What would you promise
big,
them?
everything, the world.
Yeah.
I said, I'll even train you myself.
Oh my gosh.
And then we would never see them again after January.
Yeah.
Then you'd have to call them and invite them back.
That's why I usually stay out of gyms for the month of January.
You stay out?
Yeah, because I know it's going to be packed.
You must have signed up a bunch of old ladies with that promise. Is that why you're calling this Seniors Week? To all the ladies you ripped off by promising you'd let them touch your abs while you were spending 20 minutes trying to get them to push up number 10. If you could do 10 push-ups, I'll let you do pull-ups off my dick.
What do you promise them?
But you got to let me look at a picture of your son.
The world.
Yeah.
I said, I'll even train you myself.
Oh my gosh.
and then we would never see them again after January.
Yeah.
And then you have to call them and invite them back.
That's why I usually stay out of gyms for the month of January.
You stay out.
Yeah, because
It's
know
packed.
it's going to be packed.
Right.
But I know.
Yeah.
Because I know the human psyche that after the month of January, I'll have any treadmill I want.
So you plan ahead. Yeah, they say after you have, because December and you have Thanksgiving and December and the holidays and all that the rush and the gifts and the dopamine levels drop off after that.
Yeah, is that what it is?
That's what it is.
A lack of dopamine.
Dopamine, yeah.
Dope. So Mark and I have been, we're on this 8 sleep journey together, and I can't believe I just used the word journey. But Mark got me this Christmas gift, and if you know Mark, he only buys gifts that also benefit him. And so it's this thing that goes on top of it goes
like
on top
cover.
of the mattress. It's like a mattress cover, goes under the fitted sheet. It makes his side of the bed nice and cold and chilly the way he likes it. But my bed is a snuggly, warm
nest.
Heavenly nest. Okay? And I climb in there. And it not only does it like heat up the bed and it wakes you with a soft vibration, but it measures your sleep.
There's another example of what I fucking pointed out last episode. Is they constantly... And Mark does this to Kelly more, but they interrupt each other while the other one's talking. Mark tends to do it to Kelly, either because he's a fucking narcissist and has to prove he's right and better than everyone, including his wife, or he thinks that she's talking too much, and that's kind of a cue to kind of shut the fuck up and wrap it up. Don't get caught up talking forever, because I want to get some talking in too, because I want to be a star. Like, don't hog it all. Or he's trying to... Or he knows, like, hey, she's going to be talking for a while. I want to get some words in, right? And watch, he says, like, oh, watch what he says. You know what I mean? He only buys fucking presents that fucking benefit himself. Happy birthday, dear. I bought you an 80-inch screen TV so you could watch your housewives. So you could watch all your reality shows. Yeah, you bought this so you could watch sports. Well, I mean, I watch sports, and I do watch it on TV. I mean, this will be the TV. But I bought it for you. You know what I mean?
It makes his side of the bed nice and cold and chilly the way he likes it. But my bed is a snuggly, warm
nest.
Heavenly nest.
See? It's and then my warm, and how does this gift benefit Mark? Because by making her side of the bed a warm, snuggly nest, it also makes her vagina a big, snuggly, warm nest. She's happy, and guess what? By buying this blanket, she sucks his dick. That's how it benefits him. He doesn't care about the blanket. He cares about that she likes the blanket. That way she gives him sex. That's how he has to get sex. He doesn't pay her money. He pays her in gifts, but he compensates her with financial things of value. Not financially, but with things of value. So Kelly Ripa is essentially a very, very high-class, super picky whore.
On top of it goes on top of the mattress.
Okay, hooker. That's a lot nicer. I'm sorry to all the whores out there. I didn't mean to put you in the same category as hookers, who are one step below classy escorts. And then at the top are super fucking fine, anorexic European escorts that are size 0 and 1 with fake implants and fake everything, and only reserved for the upper echelon of clients like Hollywood actors, basketball players, and politicians.
It's like a mattress cover, goes under the fitted sheet. It makes his side of the bed nice and cold and chilly the way he likes it. But my bed is a snuggly, warm
nest.
Heavenly nest. Okay? And I climb in there, and it not only does it like heat up the bed and it wakes you with a soft vibration, but it measures
right here. He can't help. He's gonna interrupt her and say, "Warm, snuggly." Where he's gonna be like, "Warm, snuggly nest," and she's gonna be like, "A warm nest, like a nest." Like, I'm just gonna copy what you say. Like, she's very trained like a dog. It's almost like whenever he makes a clicking sound, she opens her mouth because she expects a treat like a dog. Like anytime he interrupts her, said like a warm bundle of like jagged knives. Like it makes you feel like some jagged knives. And it's like, yo, she's fucking Ron Burgundy reading off the teleprompter. Fuck off, San Diego. She just doesn't. She's just a robot.
Nest. Heavenly nest. And I climb in there, and it not only does it like heat up the bed, and it wakes you with a soft vibration, but it measures your sleep data throughout the night. So it tells you what your heart rate is, how you're breathing, how well you're sleeping, your
score.
Deep sleep versus your REM sleep.
Right.
So it's an aura ring. It's that stupid little fucking ring that people put on their ring fingers that like reads their blood pressure, tells them how many hours they slept, tells them, exactly, like with waking up, tells them how many steps they took, tells them their blood pressure. It's a fucking ring. It's that stupid ring. And they made the ring into an entire blanket and add a little vibration for the girls to get their fucking little lima beans flickered, to get their lima beans to fucking spit venom because their husbands are too busy watching fucking race cars and football, cheering for shitty fucking Florida teams.
Your heart rate is how you're
from
breathing,
Trailerville, fucking
how well
FLA.
you're sleeping,
Your score.
Deep sleep versus your REM sleep versus your light sleep, and it gives you a score. And so we've become very competitive because we are competitors, and now in our old age, sleeping has become our sport. And my score last night trounced your score.
Okay.
Even though
it was close.
You got a good score.
Yeah.
I got an excellent score. My sleep quality score was 100% last night.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Hey, guess what? No one gives a fuck. Why don't you two go fuck yourself and go adopt another fucking dog and ruin its life instead of fucking wasting your time fucking giving us fucking 5-minute vlogs about your sleeping. No one gives a fuck about your sleeping. Bring Grace Potter back on.
Wonderful.
That's because she knows she's got a Madonna concert tonight.
Yeah.
So sleep well.
I got a 90, which is great for me, but I realized I smell a rat. Because what happens is Chewy, our 17-year-old Shih Tzu, sleeps on her side of the bed. It ups the score.
Please.
That dog hasn't moved. She gets there at 8 o'clock and she doesn't move until 10 a.m.
That dog's 17 years old. What's that equivalent what's 17 years old in human years? I used to hear 7 years is 1 year, but then that would make fucking Chewy fucking 119. So I think 5 years is more. Like Chewy's like 105. Here's my prediction. Ooh, here's a bold prediction. It's sad, but this is the year that Chewy's gonna die. I believe Chewy's gonna die. There and for all you know, Chewy might have some kind of a cancer or something, but they're not talking about it. But I think they would. They're the type that they would talk about it. I think that Chewy either comes up with some kind of disease. Well, here's the thing: if she has some kind of disease, she might make it till next year, but I don't know. 17, she turns 18 this year. But you know what? Dogs, that little dog could last till 20. I mean, and it doesn't seem like she's a type, if they feed it good and stuff, that she's just going to like fall over and die. But she could have a heart attack. I predict Chewy dies this year. There you go. Bold prediction. Mark, do you think I'm lying or not? Is it worth you to win or lose?
I smell a rat because what happens is Chewy, our 17-year-old Shih Tzu, sleeps on her side of the bed. It ups the score.
Please.
That dog hasn't moved. She gets there at 8 o'clock and she doesn't move until 10 a.m. in the morning, and it just ups her score. Your heart rate, it's not your heart rate, it's the heart rate of the dog. It measures your heart rate.
If that was measuring the dog's heart rate, do you think that would be the heart rate? It's a dog versus a human.
I don't know, but that dog barely moves. So it's you and Chewy's score combined. Maybe we'll take Chewy off the bed tonight and we'll see who went. No, we can't do that. Hey, football fans, big day last night. The Chiefs beat the Ravens. I think it was by a touchdown. Yeah. that quarterback Mahomes is so good. It's annoying. Like he seems like a wonderful man. Wonderful guy. I like the way he's at. You got to marvel at his prowess athletically. He's fantastic, but he's just so good. He's just so good. It's so. What's that? And he's very cute.
Oh, he's cute.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. So they made it to the I was gonna say the World Series. It's not the World Series. They made it to the Super Bowl. They beat the Ravens, right? And last night, the Lions, America's team, the Lions against the 49ers. They came out and punched the 49ers in the face once, and they punched them again. And by halftime, it was 17. They're up by 17 points. I didn't remember I told you I'll see you in a half an hour when I went to go see it. I said,
punch your fist again. Yeah.
Yeah. I told you I'm going to go watch the game, but it's going to be they're going to trounce them. I'll be back, and we'll watch whatever you want to watch later on. Mm-hmm. I'll watch the whole game. They lost by, I think, 3 points. There was a very controversial move. The coach, they went on a 4th and down. They should have kicked the field goal. They lost by a field goal.
Oh.
I know. But the good news is the 49ers, I like the 49ers. So
have you checked on my dad?
I haven't. But, the 49ers have this great quarterback. He was the last pick in the draft a few years ago. They call him Mr. whatever it is. Mr. Irrelevant. That's what they call the last pick. The last pick of the draft never makes it.
Yeah.
And this is going to be his second Super Bowl, I believe. Yeah. Second Super Bowl. And he had a great game. He ran all over the place. He's just a little guy. He was just running all over the place.
Punch your fist one more time.
So congratulations.
Is that what
to
you
the
think about?
49ers.
Does that make you think about him pounding you in your warm little skin nest with Chewy sitting there staring at you, smelling all of your inside juices?
Never makes it.
Yeah.
And this is going to be his second Super Bowl, I believe. Yeah. Second Super Bowl. And he had a great game. He ran all over the place. He's just a little guy. He was just running all over the place.
Punch your fist.
Brock Purdy is not that little. Brock Purdy's like 6'2", 220. He's not a little guy. What do you think? Brock Purdy's 5'11" and 200 pounds?
That's what they call the last pick. The last pick of the draft never makes it. Is the 49ers. I like the 49ers. So
have you checked on my dad?
I haven't. But, the 49ers have this great quarterback. He was the last.
Oh, my God. Joe Ripper. The Lions are winning.
And by halftime, it was 17. They're up by 17 points. I didn't remember I told you I'll see you in a half an hour when I.
Oh, my God.
Got to marvel at his prowess athletically. He's fantastic, but he's just so good. He's just so good. It's so. What's that? And he's very cute.
Oh, he's cute.
God damn! I must have missed a lot of this shit. All I did was go to wipe my ass, and I missed all this shit.
The Chiefs beat the Ravens. I think it was by a touchdown. Yeah.
People are.
God, that quarterback Mahomes is so good. It's annoying. Like he seems like a wonderful man. Wonderful guy. I like the way he's at. You got to marvel at his prowess athletically. He's fantastic, but he's just so good. He's just so good. It's so. What's that? And he's very cute.
Oh, he's cute.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. So they made it to the I was going to say the World Series. It's not the World Series. They made it to the Super Bowl. They beat the Ravens, right? And last night, the Lions, America's team, the Lions against the 49ers. They came out and punched the 49ers in the face once, and they punched them again. And by halftime, it was 17. They're up by 17 points. I didn't remember I told you I'll see you in a half an hour when I went to go see it. I said,
punch your fist again. Yeah.
Yeah. I told you I'm going to go watch the game, but it's going to be they're going to trounce them. I'll be back, and we'll watch whatever you want to watch later on. Mm-hmm. I'll watch the whole game. They lost by, I think, 3 points.
Wait a minute. You're no fucking sports fan. He's sitting there like, I'm the sports fan. I'm a big football guy. Fuck you. You just basically told your wife that you'll be back in a half an hour because it's going to be. So you're telling me that if the 49ers at the end of a half an hour were up like 21-0, you would just fucking leave the bar or leave your basement or living room number 3 or your entertainment center or whatever? You would fucking stop watching the game because it's 21-0 in the first quarter and go watch fucking Real Housewives of my fucking stinky mama's pussy because it's 21-0 in the first quarter? The fucking Lions were up 21, we're up 24-7. Why didn't you stop watching? It's a blowout. Oh, because they're the underdog. So if the 49ers were up 24-7, you would fucking stop watching because you just figure, oh, it's over. How come if the 49ers are up 24-7, you just automatically assume the final score is going to be like, 50-17. But if the Lions are up 24-7, you assume, oh, the 49ers might come back and win by a field goal. Why can't the Lions come back from 17 down? Why can't the Lions win 50-17? Even if the 49ers were going to fucking dominate, if they're up 21-0 in the first at the end of the first quarter, or that's really bad when he said a half an hour. But even after an hour, if it's the second quarter and they're up 24-0, a real football fan watches the whole game because you know what? Teams come back and good teams can come back. And it's the NFC Championship and it's two good teams. There's no reason why the Lions couldn't come back and make it an interesting game. You fucking quit watching football because the favorite is up by a lot early in the game. So I, Mark Consuelos, predict it's going to be a blowout. And whatever I think of is true because I'm super smart. Because my mommy told me that to my Special Olympics coach when I was trying to throw a javelin the opposite direction with my foot.
Controversial move. The coach, they went on a 4th and down. They should have kicked the field goal. They lost by a field goal.
Oh.
I know. But the good news is that 49ers, I like the 49ers. So
have you checked on my dad?
I haven't. But, the 49ers have this great quarterback. He was the last pick in the draft a few years ago.
What is it? What's it called?
They call him Mr. whatever it is.
Irrelevant, you stupid dude. This dude.
The last pick of the draft.
This dude is a fucking phony ass. I'm talking like fucking knife in the fucking throat in broad day public. This motherfucker's a phony. He's all about like, oh, I wear my Buccaneers jersey. I'm a big Tampa fan. Tampa closed out Veterans Stadium. I have a jersey. Look, I have an autographed jersey. I love football Sundays. I'm a big fan, this and that. And he doesn't even know what the fucking last pick of the draft is called. Any fucking mediocre football fan knows the last pick of the draft is called Mr. Irrelevant. And this motherfucker goes, he's called Mr. This is where he accidentally starts to feel salty and a little embarrassed because now he knows he accidentally it's almost like a fucking FBI agent, like Donnie Brasco going undercover, right? With the mob. And he accidentally slips out that he has to go visit his wife. And fucking Al Pacino goes, Lefty, this is his name. Lefty goes, what do you mean you have to go visit your family? I thought you were an orphan. And he goes, oh, shit. You could tell Johnny Depp, who's playing Donnie, thinks to himself, oh, shit, that's right. Like, I am an orphan. Like, I can't go and I can't leave. I can't tell him I'm going to visit my wife and my kids because I told him he thinks I'm an orphan. Oh, shit. He accidentally said something. If he accidentally says, like, oh, God, I used to eat, oh, God, I used to go to Primanti's all the time when I was a kid. I used to go to or he says he didn't grow up in Great Papaya. Or he didn't grow up in New York. He grew up in like New Jersey, and he didn't come to New York till he was like 18 years old. But then he says something on accident. He lets it slip out where he says, "Oh, when I was a little kid, I used to go to Great Papaya all the time." And it's like, oh shit! I've been telling everyone that I grew up in Jersey and I never been to New York until I was 18, and I just accidentally slipped out that I used to go to Great Papayas in New York when I was a kid. Hopefully, someone doesn't catch it. But I'm fucking Lefty here, and I'm like, what do you mean you used to go to Great Papayas when a kid? I thought you grew up in Jersey. I thought you didn't come to New York for the first time till you were 18. What do you mean you used to Great Papayas? He goes, oh, no, not Great Papayas. It was a, no, not that one. There was a knockoff place that used to serve. There was a hot dog stand by my house that used to serve hot dogs, and they called them Great Papayas hot dogs. The name of the restaurant wasn't, but it was in honor of the place in New York that I never been to. Like right here, he's like, I'm this big football fan. I'm a man. I got muscles. Me, huh? Look at me. I have a 6-pack and a smile and a brain fucking dumber than oatmeal, than a bowl of fucking oatmeal that came out of fucking, my Shih Tzu's dead belly. I know everything. And then it's like, yeah, he's the last pick of the draft. It's called, and he plays for the San Francisco. God, what's the name of their team? The San Francisco, what's it called? 49ers. Yeah, that's right. Like, what? Dude, you're being so fucking busted now. I don't know what this bitch is kind of like street smart, but not fucking like intelligent. What the fuck? This girl seeing this fucking dummy. All it was brown skin, 6-pack, cute face, and that's it. She fucking dropped the panties and said, "Let me give it to you." That's all I need. I don't need fucking intelligence or anything. Don't beat me. Look hot and don't beat me. She wanted a trophy husband. What do you want? I don't know. I think Jessica Alba's hot, but she's kind of a fucking cunt. If you know anything about fucking Hollywood people, she's very kind of a rude ass, stuck up bitch. She's not really like that nice of a person. And, when a fucking good looking kid that has no talent gets offered all these roles and she knows, like, I'm not even a good actress. Why do I keep on getting all these movies? Probably had a bunch of fucking older guys when she was a teenager, like in their 20s and 30s and 40s, telling her, like, you're really pretty. You could go a long way. Then she starts thinking, now it gets instilled. All of a sudden, she spent more of her life. Now she's an adult, and she spent like 20 years knowing that she can get by and she can get things because of her looks. And now she just got used to not even trying to like deserve people's respect because she just figures, look, guys are going to treat me a certain way because they want to fuck me no matter what. And girls are going to want to fucking either be me because they want to get guys like me, or they're going to hate me, and nothing's ever going to change their hate. So she just fucking is a bitch because it's not going to change the way anyone thinks about her. If Jessica Alba is nice, people that want to fuck her will continue to want to fuck her. If she's nice, people that hate her will continue to hate her. If she's a bitch, guys that want to fuck her are still going to want to fuck her. They don't care if she's a bitch. And girls that fucking hate her, they're just going to hate her more. She's not going to flip anyone. But she's kind of like a rude, But you know what? There's tons of guys that be like, you know what? I'll fucking marry her and give her kids. Fuck it. I'd rather be with a fucking girl that drives me crazy and doesn't fucking pisses me off and is kind of annoying and kind of a cold soul. If it means I get to have my picture taken with her and the whole country gets to see me with this good-looking girl on my arm. And her fucking husband, Cash, he fucking started a company that just basically stole the whole business template of Bombas, and he just stole the whole idea that they did. He basically started a company called Pepsi Cola, and he just stole Coca-Cola's formula and just copied what they did. And now he's trying to convince everyone that me and my business partners started this company because we realized there was a need in the industry and we could do good. And he's like stealing everything. He's an idiot too that just grew up with a fucking rich fucking football player dad that fucking didn't encourage him to fucking learn because I got money. And eventually you got rich parents, you're good looking, girls are throwing themselves at you, and guys are trying to be your friend so they could pick up your leftovers. Honestly, Jessica Alba and Cash Warren have to be like the second stupidest couple in Hollywood next to these two. This is the Alba, this is the Cash. Their kind of genders are switched which makes sense because Jessica acts like she has a dick and Cash Warren definitely acts like he has the vagina in the relationship. And he acts like one too. He's just fucking like, they're all just copycats. They're all just like, he says, oh, he's in the movie. She used to say he's in the movie production. What she really meant is he's fucking unemployed and he uses my money to try to invest in scripts. You know what I mean? He doesn't fucking start a movie and try to produce a movie from scratch or hire a director, or he just sees like what other people are talking about. He'll throw in like 10 grand to try to get 10%, like he's playing the stock market. Or he comes up with ideas that keep on getting shot down. Now all of a sudden he's this fashion mogul, and it's all bullshit. Hang around with Cash Warren for a fucking week and tell me you think he's fucking smarter than my fucking dick. My dick will get a fucking 12 on the ACT blindfolded. You'll fucking be there for 48 hours and you'll be lucky to crack double digits, you stupid fucking cunt-sucking, bitch-licking spawn of AIDS twat. Oh.
Mr. Irrelevant. That's what they call the last pick. The last pick of the draft never makes it.
Yeah.
And this is going to be his second Super Bowl, I believe. Yeah, second Super Bowl. And he had a great game. He ran all over the place. He's just a little guy. He was just running all over the place.
He's not a little guy, you stupid
Punch your
dickhead.
fist one more time.
Yeah. Makes me think of you just pounding me in Gelman's dressing room. Pound your fist like you want to fuck me tonight when Joaquin's recording us.
He ran all over the place. He's just a little guy. He was just running all over the place.
Pound your fist like as if you're fucking me in Joaquin's childhood bedroom while our son Michael is directing us so we could put it on his resume that he's an accomplished director. Come on, fuck me like you would fuck my mom.
Place.
Punch your
fuck.
So congratulations to the 49ers. And the Chiefs. And you know what, Detroit? You had a great year. They have a lot of young players. They have a lot of young guys, a lot of rookie guys that you don't expect.
Here he goes. Now he's starting to act like he's this football expert. Like I know a lot about football. He thinks, you know what he does? He thinks he can get this over because he knows a lot of the viewers of this show are females and people that don't like sports. So they can't really tell when he's full of shit or lying. So they just believe everything he says because it's like, I don't know. I don't watch football. I'll just take your word for it. So that's why he's so confident in all the fucking wrong things he says is because he figures no one knows anyway. Like people that know I'm wrong and know a lot about football don't watch live with fucking Bush, Dick, and fucking shaved twat. Like they don't fucking know I'm telling them. So he feels really confident that our viewers don't even know if I'm wrong or right. So that way I could exaggerate and I don't got to worry about it. He's like, yeah, they had a great year. They got a lot of young players. They got a lot of young players with a lot of potential. They'll be back. Like, fuck you. You're a fucking terrible football. You're a drunk giving a terrible pep talk to a bunch of 8-year-old football players at your fucking court-ordered fucking job for community service because you fucking accidentally fucked a 15-year-old again with a fake ID. Again. And he told the judge, but judge, it was my daughter's friend. Doesn't that count for something? No, Mr. Consuelos, it doesn't.
A lot of young guys, a lot of rookie guys that, you don't expect a bunch of rookies to play that well. They're a young team. They have a great coach, and then they'll be back.
Well, I want to talk about, I always say my dad is the greatest Lions fan to ever live, but my dad has, he's got competition. This guy named Alex Chapesca got before the season, he got this tattoo on his arm. Now listen.
And listen, here's the thing with this. People do this all the time, blah blah blah. And it's like people like start getting tattoos, predicting Super Bowls. And it was like, oh my God, why would you do that? What if you're wrong? You're going to be stuck with that for life. First of all, you're not stuck with tattoos for life anymore. All right, old head. You can get it removed. Obviously, it takes a lot of time. It costs a lot of money. And it is somewhat painful to extremely painful, depending on your tolerance. But here's how you do this. You sit there and you be like, look how ballsy I am, right? And if you're right, well, then to the winner, to the victor goes the spoils. For you to get this tattoo and post it and document it and to turn out that you predicted this and you were right, get you hella tail. Not Lola tail, but kind of like fucking Joaquin tail, right? Super Bowl is on top. Champs is here. But look at the thinness of 2024. Very thin stroke. Look how the dark, deep, bold. This will stay here forever because this will never change. The year, easy. If he's wrong, you just get the numbers removed. You're not getting the whole thing removed. You get this removed. This would probably take 1 day to get all this removed. Maybe 2 days, maybe 2 sessions for all I know. Maybe 4 sessions. But the bottom line is it's not going to take like a year. You can get this all done probably in less than a month, if not like less than a week, if not maybe even a whole day for all I know. I'm not up to date on fucking tattoo removal technology. If you are, put it in the chat. I'll never read it. I'm lying. I read everything. I just don't respond a lot. Because I have 9 fucking kids to take care of. But you keep it. If you're wrong, here's the thing. You can keep that forever and wait till they win, or you can get it removed immediately. I would get it removed immediately, unless you have an agenda to keep it, to show people, look how great of a fan I am. I predicted this. But then when you show those same people the 2026 or 2027 champs, they're going to say, yeah, but you had 2024 before that. You just changed it. So don't. So if anything, you get this removed right away. And then if they do end up eventually winning, if they win in 2031, then you get a tattoo of 2031 underneath. So all you're doing is just erasing the 2024 and getting that removed. And if you got the money to do it and it's relatively cheap, you know what I mean? $500, $1,000, you do it. And if you got the money to afford it, fine. But this whole thing, the whole scam, as the kids say, the quote unquote scam, come hither, is that if you're wrong, you just get the date, you get the year removed, and then you could get it changed to 2025 and do it all over again and then get that removed. I wouldn't do that, but you could get this removed and then just fill it in with the correct year. You know, maybe next time they make the playoffs in 2027, you could put 2027, and then if they don't win the Super Bowl, get it removed, or just leave it blank. Get this erased, get it removed, and then fill it in with the correct year if it happens.
I don't want
when
him
it
to
happens, if it happens. Because if they don't go win the Super Bowl for another 50 years and you're dead, you're going to be a guy that with a tattoo that says Detroit Lions Super Bowl champs, and it never happened.
For the season, he got this tattoo on his arm. Now listen, I don't want him to panic because I know a doctor, Dr. Roy Geronis, that can take that 4. He can laser that 4 right off.
Yep. He can laser the whole thing off, but you're right.
No, but
he can change.
No, but I think, like you said, this is a young team. This is a good team. I like their chances for next season.
So do I.
And so I think we just need to remove the 4.
Yep.
Oh, look at that. She's already saying I want to say it. Look, you said, I like their chances for next season. What? You don't even like football. What makes you say that? Well, my husband said that. And like I always do, I just copy what he says. Like, we're the most unadventurous, like unintelligent, like uncreative. That's what I would say. They're the most uncreative, unimaginative couple that I've ever seen. Not only on television, but in real life. Like, it just shows how dumb you can be to make money in fucking television and movies. Especially if you're considered good looking by a bunch of old white Jewish perverts. It just goes to show. You know? Like, that's the scam. Here's the thing. To their kids' generation, whether it's millennial or Gen Z, but to their kids, the word scam isn't as serious. If I talk to Mark and Kelly and I say scam, they probably think of like a con man, someone that swindled you out of money. They conned you out of money or out of something important. Like, you know, they said they were going to take your car and get it washed and they stole it. That's a scam. It's a scam when someone's trying to ask for your number because they steal your credit card information. It's a little more serious, like a con, right? To your kids, scam is just another word equivalent to what you guys would say is like deceptious. It's deceivious. It's deceptive. It's, you know, if someone's being deceiving, that's what they call like a scam. Like there's just a little trick. This, like when someone posts a video of them hitting a full court shot, a basketball shot, the scam is that they filmed themselves taking. Is that wasn't the first shot they took. That if they take the shot and they record it, and if they miss it, they just erase it and they do it again. And they'll shoot the fucking shot blindfolded. They'll shoot it 100 times if they have to get it right on 101. And then when they make it, they freak out because genuinely they freak out because it's genuine. They freak out that they made it. They're also probably freaking out not because they made the shot, but because they're fucking so happy they get to stop they get to leave the gym that they've been at for 5 hours shooting this stupid shot over and over. And then they post that one take of them making it and they tell you, they lie, they deceive you. And they say, this was my first attempt and no one can prove them wrong. And that's the lie. That's the scam, is that they lead you to believe that they made this trick shot and come watch my social media because I make a lot of trick shots. What they don't tell you is that the 2 minutes of trick shots that you see me making took me 45 months to film. You know, it took me 25 hours spread out. Oh, it took me 28 hours over 2 years to get all these shots because I for every one I made, I missed it 200 times. That's the scam. So the scam here is that you think, oh, I'm ballsy, but he's just going to erase the 2024. And now Kelly's about to explain that, and she's actually shown that she's a little bit more quick on her feet, right? That whole street smart. I said she was unintelligent. I said she's kind of street smart, but she's not really intelligent, right? Well, this is street smart, right? That's that Jersey Italian coming up. She says, all I got to do, she's thinking if this was me, I would just remove the 4. So at least she's still thinking you can get the tattoo removed. And she's already thinking you don't got to get the whole thing removed, just the number, because the year will change. Exactly what I was doing. That's why, and if she passed that DNA to Lola, that's why me and her would fucking be like an awesome, like Billy Crudup and Naomi Watts couple, but with like better oral sex. She said, just remove the 4. I said, just remove the year and then replace it with the year when they do win. She said, I'm saying remove it now, the whole thing, and then fill in the year when they do win. She's saying remove the number 4 now and immediately replace it with a 5, and then start showing your friends, I got a tattoo 2025 next year. And if it doesn't work, remove the 5 and then get a 6. If that doesn't work, and I wouldn't do that every year, but if you want to, like I said, if it's cheap and you can afford it and you're fine with it and you don't mind the pain of getting it, but just getting one number removed can probably be done in like an hour, maybe an hour to 2. You know, and then that's it. And then you got to like bandage it up and stuff, but it'll be gone. I'm just curious about the long-term skin tissue damage to that young man or woman. He's got a Van Halen
Like
t-shirt on.
This is a young team.
He's got a Van Halen t-shirt on, so it might be a female.
This is a good team.
With muscles.
Like their chances for next season.
And yes, there are bald females with muscles that like football. They're out there. They're mostly in Seattle and on the northwest side of Chicago.
And so I think we just need to remove the 4.
Yep.
And then
Maybe a 5, maybe a 6, maybe a 7, maybe an 8.
Maybe a 5.
Yeah.
Let's think positively. So, contact me, Alex. And I'll put you in contact with Dr. Geronimus, and he'll fix that for you.
He'll laser it right off.
Laser it right off.
Great fans up there in Detroit. Really
Yes,
great
I'm
fans.
so sad.
I'm sad for Detroit,
Yes,
too.
I am.
Hey, Elvis has finally left the building.
And I feel sorry for your Joe. My sympathies to your father, Joe. He's a Lions fan. Did he grow up in Jersey, or did he grow up in Michigan and then move to like New York or Jersey when he was like in his 20s or something, or go to school and never leave? Or so your father was born in Jersey, born and raised in Jersey, bought a house, had kids, raised kids in Jersey, and the Giants and the Jets both play their home games in New Jersey, and he had no desire to cheer for the Lions or for the Jets. No, because my father hates New York. He's a Jersey guy, and even though they play their games in Jersey, it's right across the border. It's they're still the New York Jets. Well, the Jets used to be the New Jersey Jets when they first started. Even more reason to hate them is that they left Jersey. They ditched Jersey to go take New York, so they're traitors. Yes, they're traitors. See, she repeats. So they're traitors. Yes, they're traitors. So he doesn't like the Pistons, the Tigers. He didn't even like the University of Michigan sports until Joaquin went there. Well, you guys are real close. So you guys can still, if you ever want to, you just get in a car and you just drive for like an hour and you just go visit your parents at the house you grew up in. But they're in Philly. No, they're in Jersey. But Jersey, the South Jersey is closer to Philly. Okay, so it's not an hour drive. To get from New York to North Jersey, to get from New York to Jersey to the border is only like a half an hour to an hour, depending on traffic. But if you want to get to where you live in South Jersey, that's like a 2-hour drive.
Detroit, really great fans.
I'm so sad.
I'm sad for Detroit, too.
I am.
Hey,
Fuck
Elvis
Detroit.
has finally left the building. Austin Butler had to hire a dialect coach to get rid of his accent. Because he played Elvis in the movie Elvis, and then he famously went on to the award show. And
Right, and then after the movie was done rapping, he continued to talk like Elvis. And the question was it that he couldn't stop? Like that's just how he talked. He was talking like Elvis so much during the filming, and even like whether they were literally filming or they were taking a break, but during the filming he was talking like Elvis so much, even when they weren't filming because he didn't want to lose it. And then when the movie was done, he couldn't go back to talking the way he wanted to. Because at the award shows, at like the Oscars and the Golden Globes and everything, he was still talking like, so Austin, this has been a great last couple years for you. You were cast as Elvis Presley. You did the filming, you wrapped it up, and now the movie that premiered, it did great numbers, and there's a lot of great buzz about the movie and great ratings. How do you feel about this project moving forward? Well, I gotta say, it's been like one hell of a run. When I started doing this project, I was so looking forward to just being around a lot of talented people listening to the music. But as I filmed the project, I found out there was a love for this man, and that I developed, and not only for that, but the city of Memphis, such a beautiful city in Tennessee in general. I just had such a great time filming this movie, and I just like, why are you still talking like that? Like, here's a clip from you before you started filming. Oh man, I'm gonna play Elvis. That's awesome. I'm gonna have to like sound like him and everything. Why do you sound like that there? I don't understand. That's the way I sound. That's the way I'm talking right now. No, it's not. He's like, I'm gonna keep talking in this deep voice. You know why? Because I fucking got Cindy Crawford's fucking daughter to suck my cock. And so when I first met her, I was talking like Elvis, and she liked it. And now she thinks this is how I sound, is I have this kind of deep register, and I talk with a little bit of a mild accent. And since that's how I was talking when she first met me, and she fell for me, and she sucked my dick, now I got to talk like that all the time. Because if I talk like this, she's going to be like, wait, nah, you sound like a pussy. What happened to that voice? Why are you changing your voice? I'm sorry. Let me talk back to the regular voice I was born with. No, man. You know who else did that? Fucking Austin Butler. I don't even know what the fuck is going on. Elizabeth fucking whatever her name is. The girl that fucking ran Theranos. The girl that wore all black, drank green juice. Elizabeth Holmes, I think is her name, pricked her finger. She said we could take one prick of blood and do all these drug tests. The girl that got fucking arrested, she's Theranos, she's in jail. She was the one that she kind of talked like this, and then all of a sudden one day she started talking like this. I'd really like to know exactly why you want to invest in my company. This is not acceptable. Because when she would talk like herself and say, yeah, this would not be, what I'd really like to do is to take this machine and take a drop of blood and be able to run several tests very fast and make it less painful. But then when I decided to talk like this, all of a sudden people were giving me more money. And so I said, this machine is going to be absolutely excellent in the middle of... I mean, you can go Google it. Google Austin Butler before Elvis, like talking before Elvis, and Austin Butler talking after Elvis. And then go to Elizabeth, not Banks, my wife, Elizabeth Holmes, and go get some video of Elizabeth talking before she started Theranos and talking after she started Theranos, the before and after. They're both doing the same thing. He's another person that is fucking trying to manipulate people by changing his voice, thinking I can get people to do things for me if I talk a different way. Like, people will believe me if I talk a certain way. Like, hey, if you give me $1 million, like, hey, if you give me $500, I'll go and I'll, hey, if you give me $500, I'll bring it right back. And they're like, no. But it's like, hello, if you could do me the favor and you could just lend me $65 million, I'll pay you back by the end of the month. Okay. You got a good face. I like your voice. Can I just write you a personal check? Will cash do? Yes, I'd absolutely like that. I'm going to go buy some pink Cadillacs and a couple blue suede shoes. Why are you talking like that, Austin? We're in Hawaii, and the movie was, like, wrapped 2 years ago. Talk like what? These palm trees remind me of a movie I filmed called Blue Hawaii. I remember I filmed a movie. Well, you didn't film no movie called Blue Hawaii. You played a character that filmed a movie. You were in Hollywood on a set. Like, he had to hire a dialect coach to teach him how to stop talking unlike himself. He needed to hire someone to teach him how to go back to talking like his normal self. It just shows again. Now it shows what a stupid fucking bitch Cindy Crawford's daughter is. That she, these fucking bitches deserve to get their hearts broken and to fucking get fucking divorced, broken up, cheated on, whatever the fuck happens. Because they're not seeing straight when they choose these men. These men walk over them and then they fucking cry. Fuck that. Get a fucking brain and choose the fucking right man. Don't fucking choose a shitty used car, buy it, and then when it's fucking terrible on the road and breaks down, start fucking blaming the car dealer and the fucking car salesman. You wanted that car. It's your fault, and then you're going to blame someone else for your stupid ass fucking decisions. Go drink a can of Pepsi and go suck some European cock for a runway show. Fucking chubby ass fucking print model at best, son of twat.
Great fans up there in Detroit. Really
Yes,
great
I'm
fans.
so sad.
I'm sad for Detroit,
Yes,
too.
I am.
Hey, Elvis has finally left the building. Austin Butler had to hire a dialect coach to get rid of his accent. Did you know he played Elvis in the movie Elvis, and then he famously went on to the award show and said, thank you very much.
Yeah, right.
And people were like, whoa. And so for his next project, he had to hire a dialect coach to.
Because it was so
in there. But I
watched
watched the show that he got rid of the accent for, and I was like, I still hear Elvis. Or maybe it's because I know. Maybe it's not. Maybe that's just the way he speaks.
No, you have to listen to a tape of him speaking before he got Elvis. You can't do. You've never heard him talk before Elvis. Go back and listen to him when he was 20 years old, 22 years old, 24 years old, 25 years old. It's very, very different. It's very, very eerily similar to Elizabeth Holmes, the con artist that, was fooling everyone with her blood with Theranos. It's very, very similar. It's night and day if you listen to how he was regular speaking. Now I don't think he can help it. I think he met his girlfriend while he was using that voice. Now he's afraid if he goes back to talking normal, she'll dump him because then the fantasy will have evaporated.
It's because I know. Maybe it's not. Maybe that's just the way he speaks. Maybe it's just there's a similarity to it, and maybe that's it.
It's interesting,
So it was Masters of the Air, I think it's called.
Yeah, no, that's not what I was going to say.
There you go again. There you go. What if I fucking told you? I told you yesterday's show in episode 101. I told you earlier today. They just fucking interrupt each other, and he fucking interrupts her more. And he interrupts. She talks. He cuts her off and interrupts her, and then she just fucking will just copy and not even agree and say, yeah. She will copy verbatim what he said. Like usually when he says, what did he just fucking say here? What a rude fucking asshole.
It was Masters of the Air, I think it's called.
Right.
Yeah, no.
She would be like, yes, Masters of the Air. That's the movie. Yeah. Like, yes, Masters of the Air. Like, she'll just say, yeah, Master of the Air. But she finally says, like, she's used to it. She probably accepted years ago that he's kind of got a fucking one little pet peeve of mine is he fucking cuts me off when I'm talking and tries to, like, finish my sentences. But it's not like a cute thing where it's like he's trying to prove I know what you're going to say because I know you so much because I love you and I'm going to finish your sentence. But, like... Or like when I tell a story like, oh gosh, this reminds me of when I went to buy a car when I was 20 and I went to the dealership and I was looking for like this gold car with like these silver rims. And then he cuts it off and says, turns out the car was silver and the rims were gold. And she's like, oh my gosh, you finished my story. You know me so well, right? You pay attention. No, he tries to take a wild guess to guess what she's going to say by finishing her sentence. Not because he knows the answer. He tries to guess what she's going to say. And it probably pisses her to fuck off, but she realized if she likes all this, she likes that dick, she likes the abs, she likes the skin, and she's a superficial slut that all she cares about is material things, she's willing to accept that baggage. But you could tell it deep down pisses her off. In this one fucking moment, her body language, her arms crossed, her tone of voice, when she fucking responds to him, the quickness, when he says Masters of the Air, I think is what it calls, she's real quick like, yeah, no, that's not what I was going to say. She really wants to be like, shut the fuck up and stop trying to guess what I'm going to say. Like, that's not what I was going to say. Stop trying to put words in my mouth. Let me finish my fucking thought before you interject. Shut the fuck up for once, you stupid fucking meathead. She's pissed that he just did that because he constantly does it. And he knows by that tone of voice, he already knows his head, okay, I need to shut the fuck up. She's mad. He knows. He knows. And I bet she's going to have a fucking talking to him on the way home. Like, hey, when you said Masters of the Air while I was doing that, you do that all the time. And I've told you before, cut that out. You know what I mean? Maybe if we're at home and you do it, it's like it's a pet peeve and I don't mind. I mean, I mind it, but I can accept it. But when we're on TV, don't do that to me in front of fucking 800,000 people, you know, or, you know, don't do that on TV. Don't interrupt me and cut me off and try to like assume what I'm going to say, because it makes it seem like I'm a piece of shit and you just fucking have to do everything for me, or you feel like you're the man and you won't allow me. Like, it just doesn't look good. Either you're like telling me I can't finish, or you're trying to be too chivalrous and you're not allowing me to do, like, you just assume that because I'm a little poor woman, I need my husband's help to finish my thoughts because the man has to help the lonely wife, that type of shit. And then when you're wrong, not only do you make me look like a fucking incompetent, weak bitch, but you make yourself look like a stupid fucking dick-licking, cock-sucking piece of fucking scumbag shit. Like real slimy fucking ugly shit with worms and AIDS in it. Like, and you embarrass us as a couple in a family. And our power couple status drops amongst fucking Stephanopoulos and his fucking ugly wife, Allie, from that was in Living Color. Watch, he'll cut her. He'll say, yeah, Masters of the Air. Like, he's convinced himself. Because remember, Mark, when Mark thinks of something in his head, it's automatic truth. Because Mark believes he's smart. So when Mark thinks of something, his other side of the brain registers it as truth. He thinks of something and goes, well, that's the correct answer. Because I wouldn't think of the wrong answer. I'm not dumb. Pretty dumb, bro. So when he convinced himself, oh, my wife is going to say the name of the movie, and I know what it is. It's Masters of Air. I'm going to say it before her so I can beat her to the punch. Or my wife is trying to think of the movie he's in, but she's beating around the bush because she doesn't know. She's beating around the billy bush. So I'm going to help my dear wife out because she needs the husband to help because I'm the man. And I'm going to say Masters of the Air because I know she can't think of it. And that way she could be like, yes, Masters of the Air. And then it'll seem like she knew it all along. Like, that's what kind of a husband I am. You know what a good husband does? A good husband, when your wife is talking, especially on a TV show that she's been on for 20 times longer than you, that she's been on since the beginning of the century, with 4 different hosts. And by the way, whose name is first on the marquee, first on the coffee cups, and by the way, was responsible for you having this job. In a way, Kelly's kind of your boss. Like, you wouldn't have this job, Mark, if it wasn't for your fucking wife. So how about when she's talking on her show, you, Mark, the fucking guest host, shut your fucking trap and let your fucking wife talk. And if you don't want to let your wife talk, let Kelly, the host of the show, talk and speak a statement to fruition. I don't expect you to know anything about letting your wife finish, but I would think you would know how to act like you do. You incompetent fucking little prick. Pay attention to her body language when she crosses her arms. The minute he says that, she crosses her arms while she's talking.
Austin Butler.
Listen to her tone of voice, watch her body language, and look at the kind of side eye she kind of gives him. Kind of like, I'm not going to say this on TV, but you know, my eyes mean, shh, you stop right now. Like, cut that out. Don't ever do that again. Like, I'm telling you, this is the look. You know what you do? Now I got to let you know you're going too far. You know what I mean? Hey, my kid fucking picks his nose. Okay, pick your nose. He's got a thing. But when you're like at church and you're picking your nose like in front of the pastor while you're taking communion, no, you give them the look. When you're at the Christmas party with your family Christmas party and grandma and grandpa and everyone's there and you pick your nose, no. When you're at the home, I get it. No one's looking though. But when we're on TV, don't pick your nose on TV. I'll give you a fucking look.
Hire a dialect coach to get rid of his accent. Because he played Elvis in the movie Elvis, and then he famously went on to the award show and he said, "Thank you very much."
Yeah, right.
And people were like, "Whoa!" And so for his next project, he had hired a dialect coach to
because it was so
in there. But I watched the show that he got rid of the accent for, and I was like, I still hear Elvis.
It's a movie, not a TV show.
Or maybe it's because I know. Maybe it's not. Maybe that's just the way he speaks. Maybe it's just there's a similarity to it, and maybe that's it.
It's interesting,
so it was Masters of the Air, I think it's called.
Yeah, no, that's not what I was going to say. We saw Anderson and Benjamin and the boys yesterday, and Wyatt is fluent in French. He's almost 4 years old, and Benjamin said the funniest thing. He said, when he speaks French, he speaks with an American accent that's so adorable, and I don't know where he gets it from because the teachers are all French. Benjamin is French, and so they all speak French with a French accent,
right.
But he's got this adorable American accent. But when we were playing hide and seek, I don't know if you were paying attention to this. He has a French accent when he speaks, like when he was
English,
when he was like Kelly, right? Did you notice that? Kelly, and I was like, well, he speaks English with a French accent.
Yeah, that's cute.
Which I love, and I never.
Kelly, can you please take out your fingers of my butthole?
But when we were playing hide and seek, I don't know if you were paying attention to this. He has a French accent when he speaks, like when he was
English,
when he was like Kelly, right? Did you notice that? Kelly, and I was like, well, he speaks English with a French accent.
Yeah, that's cute.
Which I love, and I never want that to
It's kind of like when I go down to South Jersey with you. Like Kelly, you want some water? It's kind of like that.
Wow. That's brave talk for you.
Cully, you want some water? That's a Philly accent, but I guess it's Philly, South Jersey. They all kind of migrate.
That's brave talk for you. You're gonna have to go back
I know.
Your worst nightmare happened.
Tell me.
A woman spent 15 hours stuck in a gondola lift in Lake Tahoe. Her family reported her missing. And I know how claustrophobic you are, and I was thinking, what would happen?
Well, usually I'm thinking about it right now, and the gondolas usually have little windows, and you can crack the window. For me, it's having fresh air. If I was stuck in an elevator for 15 hours, just talking about it, I'd probably have to leave. I can't think about that. But a gondola, I could probably get through.
For me, I wouldn't being trapped in a small space for hours at a time sounds like heaven. It sounds almost like a vacation. Remember when I was trapped in the elevator when we lived downtown?
Yes.
I was trapped in the elevator for 2 hours. The fire department had to come. and listening to Mark struggle with the kids, because I could hear them through the elevator shaft. Listening to Mark struggle with the kids, I was on my computer. I got all of my work done. I got everything done. Everything was done.
We're like, are you okay? She's like, yeah.
I'm fine. And you would hear the kids like, Mommy, are you okay? And then they would start fighting, and then they would fight with Mark. And then Mark was like, are you okay? Do you need anything? And I was like, just leave me alone. Getting work done. But she had to, it was cold.
Yeah.
It was cold up there.
Right.
So that would have done me in.
Yeah, that's scary.
Without my...
But she's okay?
If I was trapped up there with my 8 sleep, I would have been fine. I would have been curled up, my little warm side. But yeah, she's fine. Thank God she was okay. But it's crazy.
Yeah.
Really.
15 hours is a long time.
A long time to be stuck in a gondola.
Yeah.
We've got a huge show today. Bryan Cranston is...
And also, Nikolaj Coster-Waldau was here. Yeah, there's a ping pong table over there. Last time he was here, he told me he entered a competition in Greenland.
Yeah, and you lied to him and told him you were a ping pong player. And I was like, you are?
So we're going to play ping pong today.
He's a liar. Oh, I play ping pong. Yeah, I do.
Spoiler alert, I think it's going to be a short match.
I know.
We continue our Strive for More 24 series with Super Seniors Week.
Today we're going to give you tips on healthy aging skincare routine with Dr. Anthony Youn.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
What, like Botox and stuff?
No. At home stuff you can do at home.
Yeah,
All right.
Botox. No.
Sorry.
Less interesting. Well, it's the reason you all showed up today. It's time to play.
Let's say hello to Kimberly Hole from Tacoma, Washington, who watches the show on KOMO.
Como.
Hey, good morning there, Kimberly. How are you doing?
Good morning, Mark. I'm good. Good morning, Kelly.
Hi.
And what are you doing right now? Are you sitting at home?
I am. I'm just sitting here watching our kitties.
Oh.
Are you on a boat?
What's that?
Are you on a boat?
Yeah, actually I am.
Okay.
Yeah, see, I know that.
You know how this game works. You're giving us 2 statements. One is true, one is false. I have 60 seconds to decide which is the truth, and if you stump me, you're going to win this. Here are Kimberly's 2 statements. I am a professional pool player, or I live on a yacht.
So when you asked her, are you on a boat right now? And she said, yeah. She obviously knows what the guesses are going to be, and she knows which ones are correct. So the question is, did she slip up and say, yes, I'm on a boat? And then she said, oh, crap. Now he's going to be able to guess that I live on a yacht. Or did she say, yes, I'm on a boat, to throw you off and think, oh, well, now that I say that, he'll think, she gave it away. So therefore, I know she lived on a yacht because she's on a boat right now, and she might have accidentally slipped it up. And then he'll guess that it's true that you lived on a yacht, and she'll be like, ha, gotcha. Or for all I know, she's at home in her fucking bathtub, butt naked, with a picture of Joaquin wearing a Michigan cheerleading outfit. And she's sitting there flapping around in the water like a dead duck, trying to get pulled down by a baby crocodile and struggling, you know? And so when she said, yes, I'm on a boat, she's lying. Thinking that, hey, he'll be like, okay, I'm going to guess that you're on a boat, and it'll be wrong. Or if she really thinks that, he's going to be like, you know what? I think she said she was on a boat to set me up. I bet you really are. Whatever her thought process is. The question is, did she slip up and tell him she was on a boat, or did she lie and say she was on a boat just to throw him off when she knows, because she knows what the guesses are going to be? You could tell by the tone of her voice because she goes high pitch. She's like, listen to the tone of her voice go high when he asks her, "Are you on a boat?" Does she say, "Yes, I am," or does she say, "Yes, I am. Yes, I am," or "Yes, I am," or does she go, "Yes," or "Yes"? Listen to her tone of voice, the caller's tone.
Here are Kimberly's two statements. I am a professional pool player.
No.
Or I live on a yacht.
Yes, I would live on a
yacht.
Well, okay, so let me take you psychologically, Kim, into this audience's mindset. She lives on a yacht. She shouldn't get to play for a trip. You don't you know that is your thought process.
All right. What kind of pool do you play? What's your favorite game?
Probably 9-ball.
9-ball. What's the most? Give me a really famous pool player. Back in the
Jeanette Lee. If she says Jeanette Lee, she's lying because there's so many professional pool players you could choose. If you were lying about being a professional pool player, you wouldn't say Jeanette Lee. And whoever she does say, Mark will instantly say afterwards, that is correct, because he has no idea of any professional pool players. Whoever she says, he'll just be like, you are correct. That is correct. Be like, yep, I know my pool players. Oh, that's correct. Good one. That's correct. But also, if you are a professional pool player, the best way to get him off the scent is to say Jeanette Lee, because then he might be like, well, that's like, everyone knows who Jeanette Lee was. Like, you don't know any others. And that might make him think, she just said the most famous person she could think of. She's not a pool player. She just knows that one name. That's like saying, name a golfer. Tiger Woods. You know, so she's not a pool player. So if she is a professional pool player and she wants to win, she should say Jeanette Lee. If she's not a professional pool player, which I don't believe she is, and I believe she lives on a yacht, she would have to pick some name like, Mary Stodholm, or, Francesca Martirini, or, Abby Mae Swanson, or some girl from Ireland like Siobhan O'Sullivan, But if you say Jeanette Lee, you better be a professional pool player trying to throw him off the scent. Because if that's the only player you know and you live on a yacht, you just lost, bitch.
Give me a really famous pool player.
The Black Widow.
Back in the day.
Karen Core, Allison Fisher.
Okay.
Yeah, that's for the women.
Jeanette Lee.
And you do this competitively? You make a living doing this?
Oh, no. No, I'm a full-time.
Why not? You know what I would do? I would mess up the name and say, why not Janet Lewis? Or instead of Jeanette Lee, say like Jarrett Lee, or what's another girl's name that starts? You can't say Jenny or Jennifer. What about Janice? What about Janice? Janice Lee. Why didn't you say Janice Lee? Wasn't she pretty famous back in the day? And then if she says, oh, yes, Janice Lee. Well, yes, everyone knows Janice Lee. That's her way to see if she corrects you and say, oh, it's Jeanette Lee. But again, she might know that you got it wrong, but she might think ahead and say, well, I don't want to correct him and say it's not Janice Lee, it's Jeanette Lee. Because if she corrects him, then he'll know, gotcha, you are a professional pool player. But if you don't correct him, then he'll know, yeah, I live on a yacht. It'll at least sway the pendulum in his favor. But of course, I made my guess that she lives on a yacht without any clues or questions before this even started. So we'll see. And I'm getting a way better percentage than him this week and in the last 4 months.
Okay.
Yeah, that's for the women.
And you do this competitively? You make a living doing this?
Oh, no. No, I'm a full-time DoorDasher.
DoorDasher. Okay. Okay. But you've made money playing pool?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
What kind of boat are you on right now? Or do you live on?
A yacht.
It's a 1989 Californian.
Is that a schooner?
No. What?
It's okay. No.
I feel like you're just making up words.
Oh, shit. The graphics department messed up and fucking gave the answers. If fucking Mark saw that on the monitor in the studio, he just got the answers. And watch.
What kind of boat?
Watch if he saw that mess up on the monitors and he saw the mess up and he saw the green check. Now he knows that the truth is that she lives on a yacht. And then watch him try to pretend like he didn't see that. and be like, I'm going to say it's true you live on a yacht. And when she says, hey, he's like, yep. See, this is what gave it away. He'll even make an excuse to try to make it seem like I didn't see the graphics give me the answer. He'd be like, what gave it away was, he'll already have an alibi. What gave it away was when you said this and this and this about the pool players. I knew that wasn't true because those are really famous girls. And if I don't know about pool and you just said girls I know, that's something that someone that doesn't play pool. He's going to make up some reason to try to fucking manipulate you and con you and scam you into thinking that he genuinely got this answer right off of his own cognizance, which is bullshit. They fucking just cheated. It was an accident, I believe, but he saw it on the monitors and he knows what the answer is now. And he's going to act like he didn't see it. He's such a scumbag. He should at least like say, hey, I saw that. The graphics messed up. And we'll give you the t-shirt anyway.
DoorDasher. Okay.
But
okay.
no, his ego can't be bruised.
Yes.
All right. Yeah. What kind of boat are you on right now? Or do you live on?
It's a 1980.
God forbid his ego is bruised and if he has a chance to claim he won fair and square, he will.
Karen Core, Allison Fisher.
For an extra $1, he'll fucking lie and deceive.
Okay.
Be a bitch.
Yeah, that's for the women.
And you do this competitively? You make a living doing this?
Oh, no. No, I'm a full-time DoorDasher.
DoorDasher. Okay. Okay. But you've made money playing pool.
Wait a minute. You're a DoorDasher that lives on a yacht? I would assume that most people that live on yachts aren't DoorDashers. They probably like own a company or own a lot of stock or got an inheritance. Like, I would figure if you had a job and you lived on a yacht, you would be like the CEO of your own company, or you would be like an executive at a Fortune 500 company, or not a DoorDasher. Like, how are you a DoorDasher, but you afford to live on a yacht? I don't own the yacht. I rent out a room.
I'm a full-time DoorDasher.
DoorDasher. Okay. Okay. But you've made money playing pool.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
What kind of boat are you on right now? Or do you live on?
It's a 1989 Californian.
Is that a schooner?
No.
What? It's okay. No.
I feel like you're just making up words.
He is making up words because his fucking English dictionary and grammar skills are fucking that of a kindergartner because he's an idiot.
It's a 1989 Californian.
Is that a schooner?
What?
It's okay. No.
I feel like you're just.
Did you see that? Look at that. He didn't guess yet. You didn't guess yet. Boom.
Californian.
Boom.
Is that a schooner?
Boom. Look at that. Right now they're cheating. And look at his eyes. He's not looking at the camera right here at us. He's looking above the camera at the monitors. Right there, he sees the answer. And now he's thinking of a way, how can I sell the audience and sell the people at home that I didn't see that and get the answer right and convince them that it was on my own cognizance and my own loyalty. Like I was like that's my best Mark impersonation. How can I successfully trick people into thinking that I got this answer right with my own intuition and I didn't look at the monitor when she's looking at him like she just realized, oh my gosh, you're not Mark, you're my son. You're Brad and Anderson's son, Ben, or Ben and Anderson's son. Bonsoir, Kelly. Bonsoir, Kelly. I just touched, oh my gosh, a little boy.
Oh,
No.
what?
It's okay. No.
I feel like you're just making up words.
All right. Yeah. You know what? I know Tacoma. I know Tacoma very well. I don't know Tacoma very well, but there is an inlet there. It's near the water. I could see you living on the water there. I could also see you hustling people for pool. So I'm going to go on a limb.
She's a DoorDasher, though. Can you do that from a yacht?
Sure.
If your yacht is parked, it doesn't mean she's traveling in the water. She could have a yacht that's docked and she lives on the yacht. And when she just basically gets off it's like an apartment building. It's just a house. It's just a house on water. If it's docked, she could leave. Yeah, she could live on her yacht where she's got her bed and a TV and all that. And when she has to go DoorDash something, she walks off the boat onto land to her car and drives and works. If the yacht is docked, she could do whatever the hell she wants. You people ask some of the stupidest fucking questions for some rich, spoiled bitches.
Oh,
No.
what?
It's okay. No.
I feel like you're just making up words.
All right. Yeah. You know what? I know Tacoma. I know Tacoma very well. I don't know Tacoma very well. It's near the water. I could see you living on the water there. I could also see you hustling people for pool. So I'm going to go on a limb.
She's a door dasher, though. Can you do that from a yacht?
Sure, if you have a houseboat.
But you mean if it's at the dock?
Yeah, if it's at the dock. Yeah.
Ah, yeah, I didn't even think about that.
You know, I've
Because
always
you're a dumb
When I lived
bitch.
in Vancouver, I'd walk by the harbor there, and I'd see these little houseboats, and it looked
Oh my
so
gosh.
nice. Right?
Remember we were like, let's
Wouldn't that
just
be
do
great?
this.
Yeah, like a little red house
Yeah.
on that floats.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm going to go with.
Wait, picket fence.
Picket fence.
On a boat,
Yeah.
guys.
I'm going to say you live on a yacht.
Dang nabbit, Mark, you got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we gave him the answer.
I think we should record that when I.
Oh yeah, we should record the whole segment so we could see you get the answer on TV before you guessed. And even if that was true, even if you did do that honestly, I got it right also. No clues, no questions, and I still fucking got a better record. Like, give me a break. You need all that help and you're struggling. It's fucking easy cake for me, motherfucker. Shut the fuck up.
Dang nabbit, Mark, you got it.
Yeah. I think we should record that when I win. Dang nabbit, Mark. You got it right.
Hey, congratulations. You're the first person to say dang nabbit on this show.
I'm sorry you didn't win the mug or the t-shirt, but...
No, you're not.
But you still have a chance to win a valuable trip. It's time for Warm It Up.
Oh my fucking God. You know...
But...
No, you're not.
But you still have a chance to win a...
The last syllable he said was not shirts.
That's a good one. I'm sorry you didn't win the mug or the t-shirt, but...
No, you're not.
But you still have a chance to win a valuable trip. It's time for Warm It Up. I'm sorry you didn't win the mug or the t-shirt, but...
No, you're not.
This is how I fuck my wife.
But you still have a chance to win a valuable trip. It's time for Warm It Up Travel Trivia.
Oh, let's keep going.
That's our trivia dancer, Dana Capozzi from West Deptford, New Jersey. Neighbors, we're neighbors.
Yes.
Yeah. Deja, it's time to spin that wheel to see what Kimberly's...
West Stanford? I don't think that's a thing. So this is the part of the episode where I try to dance like and imitate the girl, the dancer, who's a girl at least.
Travel trivia.
Could be a girl. Could be a man, though. I don't know. Wait. There we go. Let's get real with it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it right.
That's our trivia dancer, Dana Capozzi from West Deptford, New Jersey. Neighbors. We're neighbors. Yeah.
Pay attention. The closed captions say West Stamford, like the Stamford, Connecticut, where the office is. But she said West Deckford. If you know what the Kelly actually said, if it's West Deckford or West Dickford, let me know in the chats. You'll be eligible for a grand prize drawing at the end of the year. Make sure to like this video for more prizes and a link to my OnlyFans where I show my inner thigh. This is the girl I'm going to end up fucking dating in 20 years if I don't fucking just get some gold digger young European mail order bride. That's going to be like my wife on our 1 year anniversary. All right.
But you still have a chance to win a valuable trip. It's time for Warm It Up Travel Trivia.
Trivia dancer Dana Capozzi from West Deptford, New Jersey. Neighbors. We're neighbors. Yeah. Deja, it's time to spin that wheel to see what Kimberly's playing for. All right. Ooh, okay, Kim, this is a great trip for two to the Scrub Island Resort Spa.
It's Jeffrey Epstein's island.
In the British Virgin Islands. Just sail your boat on over there.
Yeah, are you okay?
Don't you talking to yourself?
I do talk to myself. I do talk to myself. I practice things out loud and I talk to myself. Why? You think I should talk to you?
No.
Oh, of course not. Where are you going? What do you want? What do you need? Again?
Yesterday was the doctor.
Great.
Because I was worried about my stitches.
Oh, okay.
Measure those cutting boards. The one on the dishwasher is bigger than the other one.
Good. Pretty good. 19 and a half.
All right. How deep also? 17.
17 and a half.
All right. Bye.
12.
All right. Would you say one is better size than the other?
They both serve different purposes. This is good when you're cutting a little bit of something, and if you have to cut a lot of something, the bigger one works. I would say the bigger one's better because if you need to cut a little something, you can use the big cutting board, but if you got to cut a lot of something, this becomes a nuisance.
All right.
So, but
I want to get a wood one that replaces.
this is like 15 and a half. $19.5 by 15 and a half.
15 and a half?
Yes.
All right, I thought you said 16.
15 and a half.
All right. 15 and a half by 19 and a half.
I don't know, man. You're probably going to be calling me later asking me money. 19 and a half. Yes.
She don't stand no cheating, my baby. Oh yeah, she don't stand no cheating. She don't stand no that.
That's the warden of the prison that's got me fucking trapped in this fucking jail that I've been trying to escape. That's the prison guard. Now, what do we got here?
Oh, okay, Kim. This is a great trip for two to the Scrub Island Resort Spa and Marina in the British Virgin Islands. Just sail your boat on over there. 7 days, 6 nights in a 1-bedroom suite. It includes 3 meals daily.
That's all 3 meals.
And a snorkeling excursion. It's a prize valued at $15,200. 20 seconds and only one guest. Kimberly, good luck.
All right, Kimberly, here we go. On Friday's show, we talked with Naomi Watts. Who did Naomi say she was dancing with in her video we showed from her premiere?
Ron Jeremy naked with his dick in her mouth. She was dancing with fucking...
Oh, on Friday's show, we talked with Naomi Watts. Who did Naomi say she was dancing with in her video we showed from her premiere party?
Oh.
Billy Crudup. Her husband. Or she was in the movie with the guy who played Truman Capote.
It's very exciting.
Look, he's happy she's not getting it.
10 seconds.
He wants her to lose.
Debbie Harry?
Yes!
Debbie Harry! Of course. It was on yesterday's fucking episode that I just recorded fucking like 2 hours ago. Oh, what was I gonna do? He fucked me up again. Motherfucker talking.
And a snorkeling excursion. It's a prize valued at
Oh my god.
trip for two to
Jeffrey Epstein's private whore island. Underage girls, all colors, all shapes, all sizes, 5'1", 7'2". However you like it, they'll do whatever you want for the low down payment of $20 million. Presidents, politicians, even reverends from in television figures from all around the world have fucked whores at this island. Congratulations, you are playing for a trip to Jeffrey Epstein's island of young underage whores.
in the British Virgin Islands. Just sail your boat on over there. 7 days, 6 nights in a 1-bedroom suite. It includes 3 meals daily.
That's all 3 meals.
And a snorkeling excursion. It's a prize valued at 15.
And snorkeling is when you put on scuba gear and you dive face into a fucking mouthful of unscathed tight fish taco, fucking grassless fish taco baseball fields. Fields of gold. Snorkeling is when you put on the snorkeling gear and you dive first into Jeffrey Epstein's latest 8th grade conquest on a bare field of dirt, no grass, with a little bit of pebbles every now and then, where you're guaranteed to hit a home run at Epstein Land, right next to Epcot Center. Coming next summer, Harry Potter Blowjob Land, with the erection roller coaster, where every roller coaster cart looks like a big hard dick. The kids roller coaster is called the Trump Dick.
$1,200. You have 20 seconds and only one guest. Kimberly, good luck.
All right, Kimberly, here we go. On Friday's show, we talked with Naomi Watts. Who did Naomi say she was dancing with in her video we showed from her premiere party?
Oh.
It's very exciting.
Yes. 10 seconds.
Deborah Herring.
Debbie Harry?
Yes!
Congratulations! You and a guest will enjoy 7 days and 6 nights. Scrub Island Resort Spa and Marina in the British Virgin Virgin Islands. This luxury AAA four-diamond hotel is tucked into a rugged cliff overlooking the Atlantic Ocean, Caribbean Sea, and neighboring islands. The serene 230-acre private island features luxury guest accommodation, an intimate spa, world-class restaurants, 2 private beaches, and a 55-foot marina. Your prize is valued at approximately $15,200.
Kimberly, congratulations. Now you get to make the day of a lucky member of our studio audience who will receive a Roomba vacuum cleaner from iRobot. So please pick a number between 1 and 177.
Well, my husband and I's 20th year anniversary is this year, so I'm going to say 20.
$69.
See, lady, your crappy seat behind the pole is not so bad. See, lady, your crappy seat behind the pole is not so bad.
See, lady?
See, lady, your crappy seat behind the pole is not so bad.
No, those are 4 divorced women. Actually, no, they're married. If they were divorced, they'd probably be a little skinnier. Those are 4 unhappily married women that don't plan on getting divorced because they need their husband's money and they know that there's going to be no good-looking men that are going to want to date them once they're back on the market. It's kind of like an 82-year. It's like kind of like a 25-year-old pig. No one really wants to like slaughter it and eat its pork chops. They'll just like let it graze.
See, lady, your crappy seat behind the pole is not so bad. Felt bad for her until just now.
I know.
All right, Kim, congratulations again. When we return, Bryan Cranston's here. Stick around.
Following the game of ping pong with Mr. Nikolaj Coster-Waldau. We continue to...
Oh my god, sexy woman.
Strive for more 24 with a look at healthy aging skincare routines. Coming up next, Bryan Cranston. COVID-19.
I missed the boat of like falling head over heels in absolute true love because I think there's got to be some kind of a physical attraction. I think all the girls I'm dating, they've not reached, they've gone past their peak. And there are gorgeous women that are phenomenally, that are 30, 35, 40, 45, and they're hot. They have much better, not only do they have much better looking men to choose from, but much wealthier men that could offer more financial security and stability. You know what I mean? I think for me to get like a gorgeous 30-year-old or something, they would have to be not financially independent and be seeking some financial independence. Basically saying if I was going to date a hotter woman that's around 30 or 35 or that's
put in this world to do, to give back to people that at one point paved the way for me to be here.
And they would not be so honestly, for this, it's going to be
Welcome back. Well, whether he...
What was she? You know what she was doing? She was fucking having Gelman go fish out a fucking condom she's had stuck in her urethra for the last fucking 11 weeks. Gelman's like,
Welcome back. Well, whether he's playing playing a bad guy or a good guy. Our first guest is a master on stage screen with 2 Tonys and 6 Emmys to his credit. Please welcome Bryan Cranston.
Hello.
Yes.
You know,
What are you doing with that?
I just won this for pumpkin carving. And it's
Yes.
they hand them out like.
Yes. Well, you know, I'm sure that will go nicely with all of your Emmys and your Tonys.
Oh, listen, I don't want to talk about that. I mean, but you can.
You know, last time you were here, we were talking about organization. And
Nice. Love the organization.
Mark loves to organize.
Yeah.
I believe you two like to organize.
Is it just the fridge for you? Because you talked about that.
I talk about the fridge, but it's also the dishwasher, Mark. We don't leave it to just the refrigerator.
Talk to me about the dishwasher.
You have to be able to load the dishwasher in an effective way. You don't want extra space, but you don't want it too crowded or else the dishes don't get washed.
Right.
So it's got to be organized to get as much in so it's thoroughly done.
Are you a spoon, knife, fork?
So it's like, so you want to get as much in as you can per cycle while still getting everything clean. You don't want to get everything you can get in for a cycle. If when you pull it out, there's 3 bowls that still have dried tomato sauce on them, or some plates weren't reached, or you know what I mean? So it's that perfect balance of not too cluttered, but you don't want to leave too much space where you're wasting soap and water. You want to try to save as much money as you can. You want to be conservative, economical, and save the planet, damn it.
To get as much in so it's thoroughly done.
Are you a spoon, knife, fork?
No, I don't do it that way. But I do.
You can grab them right done.
But
just
it's
one drawer.
essential to put the knives blade down.
Yes.
Right?
I would say that would be
Just never put wood. Oh, did we lose you already?
No, I'm just staring at Mark, pretending that he knows where the dishwasher is.
Because you see, Bryan, my husband is what we call in Jersey a fucking liar. Compulsive liar. I believe at your fine institution you went to college at, they call that a compulsive liar.
Too crowded or else the dishes don't get washed.
Right.
So it's got to be organized to get as much in so it's thoroughly done.
Are you a spoon, knife, fork?
No, I don't do it that way. But I do.
You can grab them right done.
But
just
it's
one drawer.
essential to put the knives blade down.
Yes.
Right?
I would say that would be
Just never put wood.
Bryan just said the knives blade, when what he meant to say was the knife blades. The knife blades. Or the knife blades. Let me know in the chat which is proper English. But it's not knives blade. You have to put the knife blades down. Or because blades is plural, just knife turn into knives and say you have to put the knives blades down. I think it's you have to put the knives blades, because it's the knives, it's their blades. You have to put the knives blades down. You're not putting down the knife blades, you're putting down the blades that belong to the knives. If you said the knife blades, then the knife blades would belong to you, where in fact the blades belong to the knives. Therefore, it's the knives blades with a little. Well, that's all I got. You need a better tutor? I don't know. I think I'm the best option.
Knife, fork.
No, I don't do it that way. But I do.
You can grab them right done.
But
just
it's
one drawer.
essential to put the knives blade down.
Look at Kelly, like so not fucking
I would say that would be
Just never put wood. Oh, did we lose you already?
No, I'm just staring at Mark, pretending that he knows where the dishwasher is.
Listen.
It's that thing that I'm I'm always hovering over,
Listen,
muttering to
I
myself.
lived on my own for a long time. I know what a dishwasher. I was very, very good.
Busted.
Yes.
See, that's the thing. When you're doing a show as a married couple, you can't get away with
No,
it.
can't get away with
No,
you are. That's your domain. That's definitely.
It's not my domain. It's my.
You're very particular
That's
about
your,
it because
that's your domain because you're the woman. So the kitchen is your domain. You're the woman. You do the dishes. That's your area.
A show as a.
I get the man cave, my bathroom, and the fucking den. That's my, you get the kitchen and the house cleaning supplies closet. What the fuck is wrong with you? This guy's a real fucking dick. She should leave his ass. The kids are grown.
Yes. See, that's the thing. When you're doing a show as a married couple, you can't get away with it.
No, can't get away with it. You are. That's your domain. That's definitely.
It's not my domain. It's my.
You're very particular about it because when I do something in the dishwasher, I hear.
See, that's me.
Yes.
Because
we're dishwasher compatible.
We're dishwasher. My wife does all the cooking, so I do all the cleaning.
Okay.
So she finishes
So
and she
you're
makes
a good
wonderful mess in the kitchen, and I actually like it. I feel it's very cathartic and peaceful to see things getting cleaned up and accomplished.
I'm with you.
Those are my math skills. That's where I put I was never good in geometry, but
plus you truly kind of feel like you are being an equal partner with your partner. You know what I mean? Like there's that part of you that says you feel completion after. Here's what you feel. You feel completion after cleaning, but here's what you really feel. You feel like now my wife can never tell me. You're not going to do that for your wife can never ask you a favor. And then when you say no, say you're not going to do that for me. I cook dinner for you every night and you can't do this one thing for me, right? Because it used to be like I cook and clean after I cook for you and clean up after you every night for the last 25 years or whatever. And you can't do this for me for the last 30 plus years. And you can't do this one thing for me. Now she could just say, I cook for you every night and you can't do this. But you could be like, but I clean. And then you could go into a little battle about which is more important. She'd be like, yeah, but see, I could clean if I had to. You couldn't cook the food I cook if you had to, and which might be true, but still, you kind of feel like you're doing your fair share. You don't feel guilty or like you're moochie. There's just that feeling of like, God, my wife cooked for me. I ate, and then she did the dishes and cleaned up the mess, and I sat in front of the TV and watched TV, or I went and read a book. Like, you kind of like, it eliminates any chance of you feeling like a douchebag. You know what I mean? Of like feeling like, bad. You kind of feel like, hey, you know what? We're back at even. She doesn't have one over me. You know what I mean? She'll go shopping. You're running out there. Be like, let me help you with the groceries, darling. I'll get all the groceries. That way, she can never throw it at you like 2 weeks later. You remember last time I went grocery shopping? I bought $350 worth of groceries and I brought them all in the fucking house by myself and put them all away. That way she's like, you do all the groceries, but she's like, hey, I brought them all in and I helped put them away. Yeah, in the wrong spots.
it's not my domain. It's my.
You're very particular about it because when I do something in the dishwasher, I hear.
See, that's me.
Yes.
Because
we're dishwasher compatible.
We're dishwasher. My wife does all the cooking, so I do all the cleaning.
Okay.
So she finishes and she makes
a
wonderful mess in the kitchen, and I actually like it. I feel it's very cathartic and peaceful to see things getting cleaned up and accomplished.
I'm with you.
Those are my math skills. That's where I put I was never good in geometry, but I dare say if they had just made geometry in terms of how you load a dishwasher, I would have been in advanced geometry.
I'm so with you.
Yeah.
It's like Tetris for her. She understands it completely.
It is. It's exactly.
You played Walter White on Breaking Bad, one of the best characters ever. We have that photo. We have that photo in my son's bedroom, signed by you.
Yes, I remember.
Sometimes when I'm in his bedroom, I'm just looking at you, Bryan.
Yeah.
Well, they recently sold those tidy whities on auction for $33,000.
Yeah.
Are they beautiful?
If I had worn them first, they would have gone higher.
Yeah, 100%. Do you know who bid on them? Who won them?
Some crazy person. Yeah,
No.
Makes perfect sense.
No, we found out it was actually Nick Cannon. Yeah, big fan. Likes you. Yeah.
It never ceases to amaze me how insane some people are in this world, right? $32,000 for a pair of tighty-whitey underwear.
Not particularly attractive pair of tidy whities.
I beg your pardon.
I think that's a bargain of the year. If I'm being honest.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, yes.
All right. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll talk to Bryan about his new movie, Argylle. Stick around.
My mom's Alzheimer's never changed how much we love her.
Order something.
Hi, I'm JC Phelan. For over 30 years, Chevrolet Blazer. Plus, the money raised goes to support 18 incredible local charities. Join us on the red carpet for the Chicago Auto Show's First Look for Charity.
This is live right now. One of her fans is live streaming her.
That's definitely her. Say goodbye.
Carlos,
Yes, sir.
deploy a local team. I want all UK assets repositioned and fixed on them now. Get me the audio. I want to hear this.
Digital debris activated.
How we doing there, boss? Please, just don't rush me. Gotta think.
Just get here to write the next chapter.
I can't wait to see the rest of that movie.
That's the scene from Argylle where Bryan Cranston plays the director of a yes.
You're even
the director of a spy syndicate.
I play a nasty villain in this, and it's so much fun. It's basically a story about a wonderfully talented and successful spy thriller novelist played by Bryce Dallas Howard, and her prognostications in her books seem to mirror things that are actually happening, and it's disturbing me as the head of the spy syndicate. And there is one. And so I have to go after her to find out how is she knowing about this, and I bring her into this world, and she's, not familiar with that. It's a bunch of fun. There's like 12 legitimate twists and turns here.
Yeah, you can't don't go to the bathroom in the middle of the movie.
You cannot leave.
Who goes to the bathroom in the middle of a movie? Do people actually do that?
Oh yeah, it's better than peeing in your seat, I guess.
A lot of twists and turns.
Yeah, a lot.
That's a twist I didn't see coming.
Yeah. Especially when you have to go to the bathroom.
That's what I predict. I predict that people will start wearing diapers to the movie theater because they've become so used to pausing movies at home and going to the bathroom. Whereas before, if you were watching a movie on TV with no VCR, you couldn't pause it. So you would have to hold it, right? Or you'd have to hold it and wait till commercial break. And people were good at holding it because they got used to it. But now they got lazy because of being able to pause live TV. Now people are so used to pausing everything on streaming networks and even live TV that they're rusty when it comes to their bladder control because they haven't practiced it. It's like if LeBron James spends 14 years without dribbling a basketball or shooting it, he'll probably fuck up a dribble. He won't be able to dribble it through his legs 10 times in a row like he can now. He'll probably miss maybe 5 out of 10 free throws, like he's rusty. People will start wearing. They're so adapted to pausing television and movies that when people go to the movie theater, they won't know how to hold their piss or shit and control their bladder, so they don't miss anything. But they don't want to miss anything because there's spoiler alerts and all this shit, or who knows what the fuck. So it'll be trending with younger generations that they will start wearing diapers, adult diapers, to the movie theater so they could just piss themselves instead of running to the bathroom and risking missing part of the movie. You know?
Some turns here.
Yeah, you can't, don't go to the bathroom in the middle of the movie.
You cannot leave.
Who goes to the bathroom in the middle of a movie? Do people actually do that?
Oh yeah, it's better than peeing in your seat, I guess.
A lot of twists and turns.
Yeah, a lot.
That's a twist I didn't see coming.
Especially when you have to go to the bathroom, there are a lot of twists and turns.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That's why I never drink anything.
No, I know. You probably dehydrate.
I dehydrate because I don't want to have to take the chance of having to go. So I'm very dehydrated.
That's good when you go to concerts too. Right?
I never take a sip of anything at a concert.
Or she has to wear a diaper.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Hey, listen, Argylle, look at the theaters and IMAX this Friday, February 2nd. Coming next, Nikolaj, Coster-Waldau.
I'm Orlando, and I'm living with HIV. I don't have to worry about them.
Anything at a concert.
Or she has to wear a diaper.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Hey, listen, Argylle, looking in theaters and IMAX this Friday, February 2nd. Coming next, Nikolaj, Coster-Waldau. I think it was just the letdown of the holiday.
Why would you fucking do that? I don't get it. She's fucking late again.
After Quality Mile. Get your QMPG ASAP at your Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana Honda dealer.
Kelly's fucking talking to the people too long. She had to go take a piss because she was drinking fucking wine.
Your Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana Honda dealer. Honda Get Chicagoland.
Where you been? I guess she's waving to too many people.
Honda dealer. Honda Get Chicagoland. QMPG ASAP. At your Chicago. Hold their value longer. Our titans of technology with more moves than the Chicago point guard and just as much range. Mile after quality mile. Get your QMPG ASAP at your Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana Honda dealer. Honda Get Chicagoland. QMPG ASAP at your Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana Honda dealer. Honda Get Chicagoland.
Oh my God. I think I broke my kneecap.
Honda dealer. Honda Get Chicagoland. Honda dealer. Honda Get Chicagoland.
Nope. Oh, come on with this shit. What the fuck is this shit? Well, if you're going to eat Mrs. Claus's muffin. I can't believe I'm so pissed, too. Like, every time. There it is. Like, you know, I just thought about this. Kelly can probably go, like, buy panties with, like, pictures of, like, fucking Hello Kitty and shit. Like, fucking cartoons on panties that are made for, like, 9-year-old girls. And she could literally wear, like, the same underwear that, like, first graders wear. I wonder if Mark thinks that's a turn on. I wonder if that... Let me know if you think... Like this video if you think that Mark and her have a little kinky thing where she wears, like, children's clothes. It talks like a fucking 8-year-old, or maybe not 8, maybe like an 11-year-old, like a really tall 5th grader. You know, he like takes her skirt off, and she's got like some fucking like I don't even know like what kind of cartoons girls see, like a Dora the Explorer, you know, and she got him at like Babies R Us in the fucking like 3 to 5-year-old section. Like, what? 6 to 9. I wouldn't be surprised if he's got some kinky fetish with her and her size, her stature, her small breasts, her whole build. If you just cut off her face and showed her bodies and her measurements, like, people would say that's probably like a 11-year-old girl, like, going to like her first ever like elementary school dance or something. Anyway, God bless you. And look at her roots. They're not even the right color. Look at her fucking roots, bro. Look at those fucking roots. Look how blonde her hair is here. And then look at this fucking, look at the top. Look at this color, this shade of like fucking brown. Like, her hair is blonde, but then they dyed her roots like dark blonde or light brown or something. It doesn't even match. Like, did she do that on purpose because she wants to grow that color out? And then as this grows, as these light brown roots grow down, then she's just going to highlight the new gray roots, that same color, and then cut off the blonde. And then the blonde grows, you cut it, and then all of a sudden, now the light brown goes down to here, the second appliance is here, and then the third appliance is here, and then she dyes the gray roots, and she's slowly but surely changing her hair color to light brown. Like, you have enough money, why not just dye all your fucking hair? That seems like a weird way to do that. It just seems like the guy used a fucking terrible color of dye that doesn't match your hair color. It makes you look kind of weird. It makes it obvious you're not a natural blonde.
He starred as Jamie Lannister on the Game of Thrones. Now he's traveling the globe for his new series, An Optimist's Guide to the Planet. Please welcome actor and ping pong enthusiast Nikolaj Coster-Waldau.
Sucker extraordinaire. I just saw this guy on Nightline. He's making his rounds. He was on Nightline. Then he's on fucking Kelly, and I think he was wearing the same clothes. Kiss him. Kiss Mark on the lips.
See, you're in very sporty attire, very loose. You can move around. And
Yes.
Because there might be a game coming.
There might be a game coming. Yeah, there's a table. You and I are going to go head to head.
So you just flew in from Denmark.
I did.
What is Denmark like this time of year?
It's well, the weather is very much like here. It's cold and slightly gray. But
sounds like the dream.
Sounds like the dream. Yes.
Denmark is now the second happiest country behind.
We slipped.
You slipped
behind Finland.
Behind Finland. How could you let that happen?
I don't know.
What happened? Why are you less happy this year?
I mean, I don't know. Is there anything in the world to be unhappy about? I don't know what happened. Yes. I mean,
yes.
I think the Finns, they're a little more isolated up there. Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Bad Wi-Fi. leads to excessive happiness.
Listen, the last time you were here, you talked about you were playing ping pong.
Yes.
You entered a tournament in Greenland.
I did, yeah.
You did really well. Really well.
I did not.
Any recent tournaments? Have you played any recent tournaments?
I need to know. I think that last tournament just broke me.
Oh, good.
But,
That's good. So Mark stands a chance.
Oh my God, he's the favorite by far.
No.
I don't play.
He doesn't play ping pong.
Well, hang on a second. That's not what you told me last time I was here.
Exactly.
Listen, Mark, just a question. Are you very competitive?
I am competitive.
Is there something about there's like a trivia thing that goes on here?
Oh yeah.
What's your batting average?
Well, let's talk about that. Before this month, the past 8 months,
You don't even remember fucking that the last pick of the NFL draft is Mr. But
something about there's
you know your fucking stump your mark percentages from every month. Just shows what the fuck is like most important to you. Irrelevant is your fucking
a trivia
presence.
thing that goes on here.
Oh yeah.
What's your batting average?
Well, let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. Before this month, the past 8 months, I was batting over 500%.
Wow. What happened?
And then this month, something happened. I think it was just the letdown of the holidays and my senses. But I won today. You saw that. I beat that nice lady.
And what's your percentage down to here? I don't know. It's like 46. Yeah, but you understand 460 is still would be like the best batting average in the history of baseball. You realize you're using the wrong sport to compare to your failure. You think you're comparing baseball to your success at this game, when in reality you should be comparing basketball free throw percentages. You're comparing batting averages in baseball to what you're trying to sell us as your success, when in reality, considering you have no defense, right, and what you're trying to do is a coin flip, that's the incorrect comparison of a batting average in baseball. What you should be doing, the correct comparison, is a comparison of free throw percentage in basketball to your failures. So you think hey, I'm batting over 500. That's not realistic. People don't bat over 500. So even if you have a terrible, terrible month and you only get 37% right, that'd still be batting 375, which wins batting title. So you're wrong. You're lying to the public. It's free throw percentage. So you're not batting. When you think you're doing good, you're not batting 560. Your free throw percentage is 56%, which is worse than Shaquille O'Neal. So if you really want to brag, you should be hitting at least 75% winners. At least 70. But 75 is the number. But to at least kind of brag that you're doing good, you should be raking in over 70%. And I'll even give you 65. But when you have 56% right or 58% right, that's terrible. It's not a 580 batting average. It's a 58% free throw percentage. So look up those stats and you'll kind of know where good is, because none of your stats have been good. I've been playing and I take guesses with no questions before she even asks. And I do better than you without even any questions. No advantage.
The past 8 months, I was batting over 500%.
Wow. What happened?
And then this month, something happened. I think it was just the letdown of the holidays and my senses. But I won today. You saw that. I beat that nice lady.
So it's safe to say you're competitive.
Very.
Okay, good.
To the point where he's challenging you to a ping pong match, and
Listen,
he does not
you're
play
gonna
ping
kill me. You're gonna
No,
kill
I'm
me.
not. I don't really play. I'm not very good.
Well, we'll see.
Yes.
We have to take a break, but Nikolaj's going to tell us why he's been traveling.
Well, it's to practice ping pong, so I could beat your fucking lying ass piece of shit vagina having husband.
So it's safe to say you're competitive.
Very.
Okay, good.
To the point where he's challenging you to a ping pong match, and
Listen,
he does not play
you're gonna
ping
kill
pong.
me. You're gonna kill me.
I'm not. I don't really play. I'm not very good.
Well, we'll see.
Yes.
We have to take a break, but Nikolaj's going to tell us why he's been traveling all over the planet when we return. Stick around.
It's your warmed up web trivia, and you can have the chance to win the Roomba Ivory Plus from iRobot. Just go to livewithkellyandmark.com to enter today.
On the next.
If you sleep in your socks, you're a psychopath.
Are you implying that I
Sometimes you do sleep in socks.
halfway through the night,
You kick
then
them
I
off.
kick them off?
All
So
right.
I'm only a half a psychopath.
Next live, Bryce Dallas Howard from Argylle.
I won't let my moderate to severe plaques erupt.
It's been such an
Bloomberg Originals. That's the guy that ran for president. He owns his own fucking television network.
To learn more about your rights, call 312-356-DADS and visit dadsrights.com.
Okay. So your airspeed's ticking up. You got enough airspeed. So now we're going to shut these 4 motors that are sucking a lot of the energy out of the batteries. We're going to turn those off, and we're just going to fly on the pusher motor here. The aircraft is designed like a bird to make it very efficient going through the air. You're smiling. You like it? That's funny.
A scene from An Optimist Guide to the Planet. Was that an engineless,
electric plane.
an electric
Yeah.
plane? Do you ever get fearful? Were you afraid at all?
No, God, no. I mean, it's been such an incredible show to shoot. I mean,
Tell us about the series. Yeah, tell us.
Well, it's basically I've traveled all over the world, and I've met people who've come up with amazing ideas, solutions to some of the big problems we all face, and it's just inspiring. And it started because there's a couple of reasons, but a few years ago there was this survey that came out that 50% in our part of the world, 50% of young people, 18 to 25, don't believe in the future. Believe we're doomed, which is really depressing. Because if you don't believe in the future, why bother? You know, why? And the truth is, and sometimes it's easy when you follow the news.
Maybe that's why you see some fucking young people going into fucking schools and churches or parks and Vegas and hotels and just streets and roads and just shooting people. If they truly believe, you just said, if you really believe that, why bother? Well, what do you think? Fucking these people are fucking killing innocent people, just shooting people and then killing themselves. They're like, hey, the world's gonna end in like fucking 50 years. I don't want to live 50 years. What am I working hard for? Just have all my hard work and savings go up when the world ends? I'm just gonna fucking take myself out now. But before I do, let me kill some innocent people to send a message, because at least I can maybe save people. I don't know. Who knows what these weirdos think?
Doomed, which is really depressing, because if you don't believe in the future, why bother? You know, why? And the truth is, and sometimes it's easy when you follow the news to believe that we're, standing at the abyss, and that whole messaging. And it's simply, this show is about why I don't believe that's true. I believe we have the solutions, and it's already happening on a massive scale all over the world. And meeting these people is just I mean, I'm so lucky to experience that. That's why we share.
What are some of the places you've gone?
We went to Africa, Kenya, Tanzania. It just blew me away. Australia, Japan, Vietnam, the U.S. If ever you go to Cleveland, there's a thing called Ridol, an urban farm. Go check it out. Incredible. San Francisco, Mexico, St. Vincent.
Wow.
Greenland.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Wow.
Just incredible. Well, it's called an Optimist Guide to Planet premieres across all Bloomberg platforms February 8th. Now, the reason we're all really here, Nikolaj, are you ready to face off with Mark Consuelos? During the commercial break, I flipped a coin. Nikolaj chose tails. It landed on heads. Mark has chosen to serve first. We have 60 seconds on the clock to decide which player wins. The player with the most points wins. When time runs out, you guys look really amazing.
Look cool.
Okay. Ready, set, serve.
You serve. 1-0.
Wait a minute.
2.
I was busy watering my plants in my herb garden. I like watering my own bush. I can do that, you know. I wanted to say, put in the chat who you think is going to win.
Heads, Mark has chosen.
Do you think Nikolaj is going to win? Mark is going to win? And by like what margin? Just like a lot? Like, do you think Nikolaj really is great and is going to cream Mark like 11-0 in like less than 2 minutes to just dominate him and embarrass him and look like the fucking pink ass pig pussy he is? Or do you think Nikolaj is like he said earlier, I don't play that much, I'm not that good. Do you think he was just fucking with him? Or he's true, he's like, I like to play, but I'm not that good. You know what I mean? Like golfing, I said, I love to golf, I'm really good. But he's like, look, I mean, I don't shoot like 60s and 70s. Like I shoot like 83, 86, like 92. Like my best game is a 77, and I've only broken 80 once. I've never finished under par, so I'm good, but I'm not that good. You think I'm like, or is Nikolaj really that good? Is he that good, or is Nikolaj going to win like 6-2 or 6-3? Is Mark going to get some like how many points what percent? What will be the margin of difference? That's what I'll say. Will Nikolaj win by 2, 3, 4, 5? I think Nikolaj wins. I mean, if they're doing 60 seconds only, then Nikolaj might win like 4-0. But if they're going to do more when they come back, or 60 seconds, they're going to do like multiple rounds. Like if they do 2 minutes, I bet he wins like 8-1. If they do 3 minutes, I wouldn't be surprised if he wins like 11-0, 10-0, 10-2. My official guess is 4-0 for one round, which is 60 seconds per round. 9-1 for 2 rounds. No. 7-1 for 2 rounds, and for 3 rounds, it'll be like 11-1.
During the commercial break, I flipped a coin. Nikolaj chose tails. It landed on heads. Mark has chosen to serve first. We have 60 seconds on the clock to decide which player wins. The player with the most points wins. When time runs out, you guys look really amazing.
Look cool.
Okay. Ready, set, serve.
You know, if this was in fucking Mark's third basement and their Long Island home, there would be no handshaking going on. There'd be a little fucking dick bumping, little sword crossing.
The coin. Nikolaj chose tails. It landed on heads. Mark has chosen to serve first. We have 60 seconds.
That's why Denmark is the second happiest country and formerly the first. See, when you're happy, look at that. He shakes hands. They're polite. When they're super nice and polite, everyone's nice and polite. No one wants to hurt anyone. They're nice. And then there's less crime. Less crime equals more happiness. There you go. There's a fucking algorithm. Write it down, steal it, and Americanize it. And sell it for profit. Put it in a stupid book and sell it for profit.
I think so.
Player wins. The player with the most points wins. When time runs out, you guys look.
Oh, God. Let's go.
Heads, Mark has chosen to serve first. We have 60 seconds on the clock to decide which player wins. The player with the most points wins. When time runs out, you guys look really amazing.
Look cool.
Okay. Ready, set, serve.
1-0.
Yes, sir. 1-0. 2.
You suck. He's not even beating you. You're beating yourself.
Okay, 4.
How did Mark get a point?
Terrible, Mark.
Oh, all right, there you go. Oh, sorry. Oh, you're coming back.
It's 4-2. Why does it say 2-2? Let me just point out at this point, Nikolaj is winning 4-2. I don't know why the scoreboard says 2-2. Nikolaj is winning 4-2. Mark is losing. I don't know. Like, are they like the fucking show is cheating with the score? They're doing it so fast. They hope no one notices. You got to pay attention to this shit. Nikolaj is winning 4-2, and they have it as a tie game to try to make Mark look better than he is. It's all bullshit, man. No wonder this world is all fucked up. Television's one big fucking lie. And they're not even telling you.
Oh, you're coming back. Oh.
You guys are both terrible at
I know.
Oh.
And now they got it as a tie game. It was a tie. If anything, it's 5-4 with your wrong score. But it's really, I don't even know. I didn't even keep track. I'm assuming by my math, it's 7-4. Nikolaj won 7-4. And that wasn't even 60 seconds. I guess it might have been 60 seconds. Here, I'll do this one more time and keep track as they go with the TV on mute. Yeah, shake his hand, you Danish little dick. Okay, 1-0. 1 serving 0. 2-0. 3-0. 4-0. 5-0. 5-1. 5-2. I'm sorry. Five to 2. Okay, 5-2. 5-3. 5-4. 6-4. 7-4. 8-4.
I like the spin. All right.
Just a reminder, there are no winners here. Nikolaj Coster-Waldau, thank you for playing with us.
Thank you.
This is for you.
Oh my God.
Seen your skincare.
The magic never leaves you when you stay with
Brass tickets.
Thank you for playing with us.
I like the spin. All right.
Just a reminder, there are no winners here. Nikolaj Coster-Waldau.
The score is 8-4.
No winners here. Nikolaj Coster-Waldau, thank you for playing with us.
Thank you.
This is for you.
Oh my God.
Here you can't even see what's going on. So who are we to say? Like, they just burned the evidence.
I like the spin.
like the spin. I like the spin. I like the spin of your dick when it's going up my fucking ass gina.
Oh my God! My first
Thursday Live with the new from Argylle,
Oh my God.
Thursday Live with the new from Argylle,
Why does it got a French flag? Did they put a French flag on that shit?
The magic never leaves.
The yogurt, you add 3 tablespoons of orange juice.
Allergic side effects may include pancreatitis. Gallbladder problems may occur. Tell your provider about vision problems or changes. Taking Ozempic with a sulfonylurea or insulin may increase low blood sugar risk. Side effects like nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea may lead to dehydration, which may worsen kidney problems. Living with type 2 diabetes?
Ask about the power of 3 with Ozempic.
Welcome back. Our Strive for More in 24 series continues now with a week devoted to how to stay healthy and happy as you age. Here to kick things off with science-based tips on healthy and youthful skin, which will make you feel so much younger, is holistic doctor and social media sensation, Dr. Anthony Youn. I love a skincare routine.
So you don't have to do a 12-step Korean skincare routine. It literally only takes 2 minutes a day, and it can help you look upwards of 5 years younger.
Okay,
That's something that we
takes
tested.
longer than 2 minutes.
Oh, it only needs to take 2 minutes.
Okay.
All right, so in the morning, you want to start out with the cleanser appropriate for your skin type. So if you've got oily skin, then
I gotta see what this fucker's name is. What's his name? Dr. Yin Yang Ding Dong?
Korean skincare routine. It literally only takes 2 minutes a day, and it can help you look upwards of 5 years younger.
Okay,
This is something that we
takes
tested.
longer than 2
Come
minutes.
on!
Take 2 minutes. Though.
Okay.
All right, so it takes 2 minutes a day, and it can help you look upwards of 5 years younger.
Okay,
This is something that we
takes
tested.
longer than 2 minutes.
Oh, it only needs to take 2 minutes. Though.
Okay.
All right, so in the morning, you want to start out with the cleanser appropriate for your skin type. So if you've got oily skin, then a foaming cleanser is a little bit better. If you've got drier or more mature skin, then you want to look for something that's more hydrating. Then you want to use a vitamin C serum. That's going to help with it's an antioxidant, so that's going to help with oxidation, and that's one of the main agers of the skin. So every morning, applying a vitamin C serum, super important. Bonus, if you add vitamin E to it, then it's actually synergistic.
Oh.
You get even better effect.
Oh.
And then you want to, after that, apply good SPF, the sunscreen, at least SPF 30. That will block 97% of the sun's rays.
Very
That's
important.
all you have to do
Even
in the
if
morning.
you're indoors too, right?
Yeah, that's what dermatologists will say. Yeah, but it's also good to get sun in your eyes when you get up every morning. That's also very healthy for your circadian rhythm.
Okay. What about
Nighttime.
what's next? Nighttime.
So super important. You have to cleanse your skin at night. If you only cleanse your skin once a day, make sure it's at night. You got to get rid of the day's worth of dirt and grime
because
and makeup
stuff
and all
gets
that.
on your face. It's crazy.
So important. And then apply a retinol. If you ask plastic surgeons and dermatologists what one product to use at night for anti-aging, retinol is it. So start applying that every night. That's all you need to do. If you want to add a moisturizer on top of it, you can, but you don't have to.
I am so slimy and slathered with products at night. Are you,
You don't
saying
have to.
I don't
Yep.
have to
Yep.
slime
If you
up?
have a good retinol, then you can go from there.
Okay.
And then once or twice a week, depending on how sensitive your skin is, you want to exfoliate, get rid of that upper layer of dead skin cells. That will cause the lower layer of skin cells to actually help turn over more quickly.
Okay. What if you don't want to do this stuff, but you want to do DIY?
So you can do it at home very easy. You take some orange juice and some yogurt. Just make sure it's not flavored. yogurt. There's no added sugars. And you take a third cup of the yogurt. You add 3 tablespoons of orange juice if you want to go ahead and mix that. You mix that up into a nice mixture there. Then you can throw in a little makeup brush. And then you can apply that onto your skin.
And that will serve as an exfoliator?
Exactly. So the citric acid and the lactic acid will exfoliate your skin, and the healthy fats are going to help to moisturize your skin as well.
I always like the little sensation of like a rough.
So you can do that with the actual scrub if you don't want to do this. So it's either or.
Deep planing.
Dermaplaning.
So dermaplaning, super popular treatment, not deep planing, dermaplaning. Now you can buy a device like this. It's kind of expensive that uses sonic energy, or super expensive. Just get them at your local drugstore. These dermaplaning blades, they work really well to help exfoliate the skin.
But if I do that, is it going to? Am I going to have a beard?
No, that is a fallacy.
Okay.
Yeah, it will not cause your hair to grow.
What if I shave? Is that the same thing?
It kind of is the same thing. But this is much more elegant if you want to do it.
Got it.
And then this is red light therapy. This is a great thing. If you did one anti-aging treatment at home, this is what you want to do, okay? Now, the light in the red light will actually stimulate the mitochondria of your cells to produce more ATP to energize your cells. You can also scare Mark at night with it if you want to wake up in the middle of the night and scare him.
That's the whole point.
There you go. And so there are studies that show that it can help improve the collagen and the elastin in your skin and even improve fine lines and wrinkles.
Okay,
I love it.
If you were to pick this over the retinol, which would you pick?
Retinol.
Retinol. Okay.
All right. Thank you, Dr. Youn. Thank you. Boys, just make sure you check out his book, Your Hair for Life. We'll be right back. Stick around.
If you would like to know more about everything you see on Live, log on to our website at livewithkellymark.com. Skin craving next level hydration? New Neutrogena Hydro Boost Water Cream. A vital boost of 9 times more hydration to boost your skin's barrier for quenched, dewy skin that's full of life. Neutrogena Hydro Boost.
Dude, dog food in the fridge?
It's not dog food.
So you're not singing. You're doing a comedic impression of these singers. You're just mimicking them. But it's...
Joints and inflammation support. Cunol, the brand I trust.
Deborah from Fort Myers, Florida says, Kelly, you'll be happy to know that a Shih Tzu's heart rate range is from 120 to 180 beats per minute. So if your bed were measuring your heart rate that high, it would be time to call 911. You're wrong, Mark.
Dad, never.
Tomorrow, write down as Howard.
And hit the planet.
Diamonds at the lowest prices ever. 1 carat GIA white SI quality diamonds, $19.90 plus designer mounts, just $4.99. 2 carat studs, just what?
Your heart rate that high. Deborah from Fort Myers, Florida says, Kelly, you'll be happy to know that a Shih Tzu's heart rate range is from 120 to 180 beats per minute. So if your bed were measuring your heart rate that high, it would be time to call 911. You're wrong, Mark.
Dad, never.
Tomorrow, write down as Howard.
And hit the planet.
You're so good, you're so good, you're so good. Baby, you're so good. See, I got caught up in stop.
Standing up frustrating and painful? Please note that knee replacement surgery is not your only option. A treatment is now available that is so effective, Medicare fully approved it, and it's not surgery. It's a
lubricated penis. Oh my God. Jesus Christ.
Windsor Castle saying in a statement she is
You know
making
what?
good progress.
She's got fucking cancer, bro. Just fucking say it. They're gonna try to
We
hide
wish
it
them
as
both well.
they're gonna try to
That's not
hide
lying.
it as
Come on.
long as they can and hope that she beats the cancer, and then they'll just brush it on the rug and they'll never admit she had it. The only reason they'll admit that she has cancer is if it gets terminal, where she's obviously getting ill in front of our eyes.
Nice mixture there.
Okay.
Then you kind of throw in.
Leave you all bent out of shape. So get Allstate and be better protected from mayhem. Yeah, like me. Oh, someone has broken too, pal.
Are you ready, Gronk, to suck this dick so I can get you into the Hall of Fame? I'm the devil, motherfucker. Come on! $102.
So by the time we got there, the search and rescue thing that was well underway, and then at some point, Dante came over, and he said that they couldn't find them anywhere. And all I could think was, there's a mistake. That can't be. It just can't be. It's not my Spencer.
You were in shock. You probably still are.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, Trina and I stood on the deck of the boat for a very long time. She held on to hope so tightly. But then, as the search went on, I mean, we could both just sort of feel it slipping away.
It's good you were there for each other.
Yeah, everybody was really supportive. And then Curtis and Dante, they took care of everything, every detail. I'm so grateful for that. I don't know if I thanked them.
I'm sure you did.
Season
but
102.
Do it again.
From 129.
I blinked, and Nicholas was gone. And then Ace.
Season episode 102.
It's like my whole family is just fading away before my eyes.
Oh, shut the fuck up. Anyways.
Ministers and therapists have told us for years.
All right, that's the end of season 2, episode 102 from January 29th. I don't know what else to say. Thank you for watching. Like the video, dislike. Remember, this is all comedy. If you know Lorne Michaels or know someone that knows him, tell them to find me. I do other stuff. All right. This is my Stephen Colbert bit. Anyways, now I'm going to go eat a big bag of weed-laced heroin. See you next time. Hey, my